What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear and crew, and this is Rare Drop Roleplay presents Meteorian Core episode number 22. The Itty Bitty Critic Committee rises again.
Or more appropriately, continuously slowly lowers itself into the underdark.
Yeah.
You set that one up pretty clean there, RoBear.
Like a finger roll from 1990s NBA, baby. Welcome, everyone. We have returned to normal setups and air conditioning. But we appreciate the hell out of everybody.
Subjective.
Some of us.
Some of us.
Some of us don't even have air conditioning.
Oh, true.
I will speak for myself. But thank you, everybody, for coming out to our first ever live show. It was the shit. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for all your energy, for everybody who stopped by, said kind words, took pictures, made new friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my heart is full.
Fucking awesome.
It looked amazing, and the crowd, whoever, all of you that were there, y'all sounded amazing too. So thanks so much for watching.
We're glad to have Glam back on with us.
Yes, welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Speak for yourself.
Hey.
Yeah.
People want to be undead, it seems.
Truly. However, it's time to get this thing going again. Who's got announcements they need to let the community know that they're up to for this week?
I will be back from vacation this Saturday, which means streams for me will return on Monday. It's why my camera's not on. We tried our best, but unless you wanted slideshow Sam and really bad everything else, this is what you got. But yeah, I'm still on vacation, but I'm here to play some D&D.
I don't want slideshow Sam. I want sideshow Sam.
Heyo. That's my new name. Sideshow Sam, owner of the Itty Bitty Critic Committee.
Small, average sized hands don't smell like cabbage.
Thank God.
Smell like potatoes, strangely enough.
Yes. Accurate.
Also, this Sunday is D20 Death.
Oh no, we're not this Sunday. We're on season break, but thank you. we will be returning in July, so you're close. You're
July
close.
24th.
Just July 24th.
The one time.
Until then, you can go to our YouTube and watch the live show rerun over and over and over again until
Yep.
we're partnered on YouTube.
Yes.
How's that sound?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it, you won't.
That was amazing.
We dare you. We double dog dare you.
Anyone else with big announcements for the community this week? Well, Smithers, there will be no more D&D after tonight's session. We'll be taking a break, a hiatus. Some players need a rest for that session. However, I know Radio Mang, myself, Feisty Viking, and Timotheus are all going to play Shredder's Revenge, and we're going to go arcade style and play a little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade after this is done. And I'm
Got room? I might want to jump in.
jump in. I told you, go to your room, baby. Let's go. I'm so excited. So, yeah, you're actually going to get normal game stream for a little bit and hang out with us. So we'll be doing that after this. It'll be like 9:30-ish. So stay tuned for that. No more D&D for this week, and then we reset. Got a full week of D&D next week. So join us. We need to pick up where we left off from our live show, which, by the way, live show update. I'm going to rip that sucker tonight and make sure it's up for those who haven't got to see it It is over on Rare Drop's channel. You can get to it without being subscribed or VOD, but it'll be going up on all my stuff here this week, so you can make sure you can get yourself all lovely and caught up. But picking up where we left off, after a round of spilt chili, vomiting, and baby birding, thanks to nat 1s and nat 20s as usual, the party almost missed out on their chance for a Durin's Heroes Feast before they descended into Undermountain. However, we're able to be saved, just like we were in real life, by pizza rolls. This time, not from Caustic and Mudcat, but from Durin himself. As you were able to get the rest that you needed before you descended into the troll-slicked tunnel in the dark below. Possessing a map from Arden, baby back bitch elf who almost got Biddy banned from going in to Undermountain, now possessing his oh so precious, you've sought to decipher it, finding out key locations and landmarks, but not the full picture. You were so close to discovering exactly what they were so nervous to keep for themselves. Descending down. In a moment of ceremony, Zanryn has opened a portal to a place unknown, unleashing creatures of a very bizarre kind. As you fought on your descending pallet fort, descending into the depths, Jacob suffocating, Brom suffocating, Nelson holding on for dear life onto a Kmart constructed pallet. Once again, Biddy coming to the rescue. How is there a GIF on my stream?
I don't know, but the timing is
Thank you.
perfect.
Thank you. Magic.
I don't know how
thought it was
that's
just on my
possible.
That shit. Oh my god.
Let's be back, baby.
You know, Dwight just knows what's up.
Don't ask questions, just let it be, okay?
Just let it be. And an action surge Biddy,
Oh.
disposing of multiple chokers and finally ending the broodmother. As the last two chokers have bent the knee towards Zanryn now, who has 2 extra astral arms and a very strange shadowy mist. Zanryn seeing images in his head that he has not shared with the party yet. Sight only manifested by Biddy, who's come along with him. Possible loss of his sister. In a very, very strange homeland. We pick up in those moments now.
I think first question, is Brom still incapacitated, unconscious?
No, I am fine. I have come to, and I'm taking a breather on my half shell. I'm just laying on my shield, which is what's typically comfortable for me for nat wanting.
Jacob's gonna turn to Zanryn real slowly and then very quickly grab him by the collar. And as he does, flames just shoot out of his back. What the fuck was that?
And I'm gonna sort of, while being held with both my real arms, my wings, and the 2 spectral arms, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. Like, it's just shrugs all round. I don't understand how these things keep happening to me, Jacob, but I wish they didn't. I really wish they didn't.
What kind of shady shit are you into?
I mean, shady shit appropriate.
They're not bowing for nothing.
Shady shit appropriate name for the Shadowfell stuff. Yeah, no. Bigger problems than that, though. What's going on with the other two fellas here? As I'm gonna presume that the other two are still just sort of like standing there, and we've all kind of just like accepted for a second that this is happening.
Are they our friends now? Toff is going to reach a small paw out towards one, trying to like touch its weird little tentacle 5-fingered hands, whatever that thing looks like.
It looks up towards you, Zanryn, for guidance.
I'm gonna be completely like lost in this particular moment as far as like the direction of the creatures is concerned. So like I'm looking at it highly confused, and then I'm gonna sort of be like, maybe back away a little bit, like it's just like make a slight indication for it to back off and be like, see if I can exert some kind of control psychically.
Don't let it be rude. Toff standing there with his paw open, waiting for a handshake still.
It kind of backs away, like it holds its hand up a little bit, but like Zanryn's told it to go back, so it kind of like keeping its head down. It doesn't want to make eye contact.
I'll indicate as like the second part of the test being like, shake hand.
It gently takes your paw, and you can feel there are all these absolutely razor sharp teeth underneath this tentacle like hand, and like it's very gentle, but it's very foreboding as well.
Oh, it's got mouths on its hands, and Toff is gonna like kind of turn it around to show everyone, spreading those fingers open a little bit.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the Spencer's Gifts, the nails that you like, the nails you would put the hand into to leave the handprint. Do you remember those things?
Okay, yes.
That's what it feels like, because it's kind of like turning him down. So it's like the sharpest end isn't getting into you. You just kind of like you push it in, and there's your little paw print inside that strange creature's hand.
It's an odd crafts project.
I'm gonna kind of turn back to Jacob. Oh, go for it. Sorry, Sam.
That's okay. While this is going on, Biddy, after she had just gotten done swinging her sword, is kind of like got it dug into this piece of wood and is leaning on it and is looking at Zanryn. Are you going to tell them where we were and what the hell we saw before we came back out here and fought these things?
I don't even know if half of that was real.
I'm pretty sure it was real. I threw a raisin.
Shit, you did throw a raisin. Damn.
I did throw a raisin. I'm one raisin down.
It was home. Not originally home, but home nonetheless.
Why?
Jacob,
Why was it home?
Jacob, you remember you asked about my family and I told you they all died?
Yeah, now would be a good time to explain.
Yeah. 2 people made it out. Only 2. Me and my twin. And from where we originally were, we then went to the Shadowfell, to a place which was also full of Alkin, but hidden and much safer. And with a very different kind of view on, well, this. And I'm going to kind of gesture to all of me as the fucking arms and whatnot are sort of still around for a brief second. All of this, I don't completely understand what's going on, but that thing, and I'm going to try and gingerly point to what... Is the corpse fallen down the well, or is it, like, still on the pallet? This is a good question.
What's that, the Broodmother? Or Broodmaster?
Yeah,
Broodmaster has long fallen.
Gotcha. So, yeah. That thing that came and attacked us, that's part of the reason. Look, I understand you're angry, but up until the point at which it died, I was convinced it had taken my sister. So, understand for a second that you can absolutely be mad, but I have questions of my own. I gotta figure out what's going on here. It told me in the moments before it came through that, well, it had killed her. And I don't doubt that it killed at least an Owlkin, but I don't know if what it said is true. These seem to indicate that maybe I didn't, but these indicate that I do. The first thing that I'm pointing to is the arms, which clearly are not Owlkin-like, and I'm presuming have come from the Broodmother, which is as surprising to me as it is to anyone else. And then I'm indicating to the wings, which are definitely not from the Broodmother, but definitely are from an Owlkin. Look, as things die, you inherit things, right? Kind of the same principle. That's the short version. That's the best I know about it. Oh, this is a lot. I was not anticipating coming here, and man, they are shiny though. I'm gonna sort of look at the wings, like a little bit distracted, and still kind of taken aback by the entire thing, because it's like this is a totally new sensation and new degree of psychic nonsense that I am not used to dealing with yet.
By the way, Byf, we're picking up a bunch of the feedback.
I'm so sorry. I may need to DC from Discord or something. Yeah, let me try this. Is that a little better?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, Zanryn, it appears I'm not the only bird with friends anymore.
Yeah, friends indeed. I'm gonna kind of look at the things sideways, just sort of like tilting my head as I do the thing. Be like, I do not know what the hell to do with either of these two things.
Whatever you do, just please don't name them.
Thomas is definitely checking him out. Kind of close.
Well, would these two have known your sister then?
I don't know, but hang on, let me try something. I'm gonna try and psychically beam into the head of the one on the right and see if I can get any answers out of it. I don't know if these things are intelligent enough to be able to communicate like the Broodmaster was, but I'm gonna check on that. It's probably just gonna be like a bunch of like emotions and I are scared or something like that. I have no clue.
And how do you do this?
Using psychic whispers and using the same kind of telepathy that I use to kind of indicate that yes, it is okay to shake Toff's hand. I'm just gonna kind of pose the question to them quite pointedly. Is my sister dead? What do you know?
I don't know who your sister is.
Yeah, no closer to answers. Nothing inside its head, so to speak. I don't know what's happened. But if this thing could have found the burrow, maybe Whispering Rock isn't as safe as I thought it was. Moment. I am so sorry for yet again getting you nearly killed. Jacob, I'm sorry to all of you.
Jacob's gonna kind of like just take a step back from you, like releasing your jacket and be like, just keep your fucking friends away from me. Sorry about your sister. He's just gonna kind of back up, turn around, just still kind of pissed off about the whole situation.
Understandably so. Can I like wave and gesture to the two tentacly boys? you know, maybe avoid Scarface and stay on the other side. I don't know. I'm gonna invite the other one that is like next to Jacob over towards the right hand side so that it can introduce itself to Nelson and Brom.
It crawls across and it goes underneath the pallet and then up and around.
God, that's an image. That's horrifying.
Well, I'm glad it's on that side.
Can I do an Arcana check on the Tenties?
Mm-hmm.
What are the gifts in your stream?
I'm so sad I missed it. I was looking on the other side.
Oh, you're gonna have to go back and see that one.
It was
a winner.
brilliant. It was like a distorted Keck W.
Is that the Keck W guy?
We've officially gone back to mixer times right now.
Are those for the donations?
They're going through stream loot, so I think you got to be
Is it through the donations on Streamloots?
No, I bet it's subs. Like if you're a stream loot sub, it's allowing them to post it.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Hey, that's how we find out about new features on Streamloots here. They just happen.
So is that if like someone fails their Streamloots roll, it just Keck W's them live on stream?
Oh no, Bass is choosing all of these. Oh, that makes me so happy.
Stay in character, stay in character.
Mud.
So, Arcana check 20. I don't even know what the fuck that was.
That's so hard.
It's our next boss fight.
By the way, I'm giving back all these stream loot cards that you guys all just played here while the bot was down. And there we go. Cool. They're all back now.
That just means more gifts now.
Oh, no.
So there is the aura of magic on them, Nelson, but it's not that they're innately magical. It's because they've come from someplace via magic.
Someone did a magic on them.
Yes, they definitely came into this material plane via magic. They have come from somewhere else. Do you have experience planeswalking in your background?
I do not know.
So you don't know where they're from? You've never seen anything like this before? But you do know that they're not from here.
Am I able to look over the edge, like holding my sword still and just leaning over and see if I can see the bottom at all?
Right now, without even having to roll a perception check, we're still not towards the bottom where you can see. Our light has not touched the ground.
Dang.
It is a long ways to the bottom. Or a
Toff
long
is-
ways to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to make that joke, but I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Come on. Come on.
An attempt was made.
Toff is, while still holding the knife hands of that thing that we're not going to name, he's going to slide over closer to Zanryn. Do you need a hand to hold too?
That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. That thing, if it's telling the truth, I feel like I would have known about it right away, but I don't know.
What do you mean?
If it's telling the truth and my twin is dead, then maybe the wings here are the reason why I know that, but that's not necessarily how these things work. Could have been someone else. All I know is that when it came through, it had feathers in its mouth. It killed someone. It killed an Alkin. I just don't know who.
So those may not be her wings?
No, I'm not 100% sure whose these are. It's definitely someone in the distant family line, but not in the immediate family. They're all gone. It's a quirk of... My family and the distant relatives of it, they called themselves the Cadre. And, well, the rumor is that powers can continuously get passed down the generations. Everyone has the knives, and everybody can hear each other's thoughts and whispers and talk with each other in that manner, but it's... When someone dies, their power isn't lost. It gets passed onwards through the different bloodlines. It can be inherited. And, well, the thing is, I don't know who I got these from, so I don't know what's going on here. And considering these arms seem to have come from something else entirely, maybe it's not just the bloodline that gets to inherit things. There's a bigger mystery here, and I'm not sure what's going on with it anymore.
Do you
All
feel
I
a
know is-
connection with your sister? Or is it not transferable across the planes?
No, not transferable. But
Well, whenever
If
we were
I-
there then, did you feel it?
I don't know if
Do
we
you
were
feel a
ever
disconnect?
there. I don't know if we were there properly or if it was a momentary connection. I'm still not entirely sure what it did, but it feels like it hijacked the ceremony and used it as a way of getting through. That thing that is hijacked it. I'm just going to point in the direction of the brood mother down the hole. I'm still not sure what's happened here. But there's a decent chance that she's gone. And if she is, I don't know what to do about that now. Even if she isn't, then clearly it's not safe anymore. I need to see if I can find some way of letting her know.
Betty kind of just turns around, looking at her echo, and just sits next to her sword.
Oh god, and this isn't even to mention Uri.
The what?
Uri.
Uri?
Brom, do you remember I told you I had the niece who could speak to owlbears?
I do.
Yeah. I'm an uncle. Uri, sister's kid. She's an adventurous sort, but they were both together, so if something's happened to one of them, then there's a whole other can of worms to unpack with that one. I don't know. I need to try and find a way of getting to reach them.
How old is your niece?
Wait, say that one more time, Ruben.
Did you say niece or nephew?
Niece.
How old was your niece?
Oh god, she couldn't be older than 5 or 6 at this point in time.
Oh. That's not good. That's no good at all. I don't know what's different about being down here. And I know we're not transferring to a different plane. I know we're still on the material plane, but it's like there's a barrier between here and there. Like your prayers couldn't be unanswered. I don't know what it takes to get back home, Zanryn. When we get out of here, I'll help you do whatever it takes to find out.
Here's the thing. I don't know if I'd immediately ask that of any of you. Don't get me wrong, I'd welcome it, but it's the Shadowfell. It's no pleasant place for strangers.
You don't have to ask. That's the point.
Well, I'm not one to refuse that offer, but I know we have our immediate priority, so let's settle our debts. After all, I know someone probably wants to make sure that their debt books are clean. I'm gonna look over at Jacob in a very sincere and apologetic manner, knowing that I have very much placed him and the rest of the party in this position, which is now entirely to everyone's detriment, and it's just, not good.
Currently, if you look over at Jacob, he's no longer like looking at you. He's looking at the two creatures, and if you were paying attention, you would notice he's got like a small ball of fire in his hand behind his back.
Always be prepared. I don't know what more to do. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Stay hopeful. Don't let the what ifs eat you up. The minute you do, you might miss a knife at your back, and you're no help to anybody. Stay positive.
Indeed. Until we know, we, have to work under the presumption something can still be done. I suppose.
Is there
that makes it any easier.
Have you ever traveled the way that they've traveled before?
Through planes like that? No, we always used gates. Something a little bit more manual. A lot trickier to find in the world, but a lot more reliable, I have to presume. I don't know what they just did. I wouldn't want to replicate it unless it was something that I understood better. Does that make sense? I mean, you remember what happened when I tried to get everyone down from the tree with the knives. This stuff isn't, it's not reliable. Psychic energy trying to interact with a material plane, it's bound to have quirks, and it might go wrong.
But it might go right as well.
It's true. Everyone hates a bad idea until it works.
I'll think on it. Maybe there's a way.
Wouldn't ask anything of you like this normally, but this is... I failed once and I won't fail twice. I'm hesitant to put this family in jeopardy for the other one, but ideally we can get both out safely. Does that make sense? I hope it does.
You're damn right that's the goal. I'm gonna be thinking about it. Maybe there's something in Helm's pocket. Maybe. About that time, Biddy, you can see slowly beginning to see the bottom come into focus.
Oh my gosh, I see the bottom. Oh my gosh, I see it. And she's standing up and pulling out her sword and resheathing it. Look. Oh, it's almost here.
There we go.
Can I look at the two creatures and direct them, be like, basically tell them, go down, scout out, create a perimeter, don't wander too far.
Thomas just jumps off.
Yeah. Down below. Just let him fall. It's fine.
Nelson, you lost your turkey.
We have to listen to see when it lands to see how far further down we have to go.
You just hear this terrifying squish. Oh no.
I don't think anything can kill Thomas. It's okay.
Fine. It's an undead turkey bag of holding. Well, we may have awoken something below.
I love it. Good.
Not the smile from RoBear.
Oh no.
I'm just like looking at it.
It's more gnolls.
Oh my fucking god.
Mine
fucking
nightmare.
gnolls again. my god.
As the Kmart pallet train comes to a stop, the humidity in the air of this old well begins to permeate. Drops of condensation from the ceiling.
Betty's hair grows.
It gets closer to Helm.
Oh, baby, I'm coming.
The old ancient pool down below. Still water. As you look down and you can see signs of the refuse of bodies long perished. Your chokers begin climbing and like getting over here, like at the edge of the side of these walls, like on either side of you, Zanryn.
Ah, damn. Can I? Is the body of the Broodmaster anywhere nearby? Has it like fallen somewhere where I can see it? Is there anything left?
Roll an investigation check.
All right. Here we go.
And where's Thomas?
More pertinent question, yes.
I want you to roll first an acrobatics check for Thomas. It's just a flat D20. Flat D20.
Oh,
10 out of 10. I'm ready for this. Come on.
come on,
Also-
baby!
Also, that 20 should be a 22 because it's still using my level 11 character sheet. I could roll it off beyond if that's.
Oh, hold on. It's because these were. I have to bring everybody back in here because these are old. These are when I set it up.
Okay.
Cool.
New map, new us, everybody.
Yeah.
Fresh faces.
Woo. Level up.
I could use a fresh face.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, by the way, Toff, are you
level up.
poisoned?
Apparently, yes. The answer must be yes, according to the icon.
I don't know.
What would you have
I would
gotten
say
poisoned
poison.
from?
I don't know either.
So when
There's
we
no poison in that
started
last
the game-
fight.
So-
yeah.
But I never got hit by anything.
I would have, either way, if you would have been, Brom would have taken care of it before.
Okay. I was like, I got 0 hits, and most of the time, even when they hit, at least it always half damage. I'm pretty sure.
There we go. We got that cleared
Yeah.
up.
I'm just here docking myself, making things harder.
Wow, Toff, you look so much more healthier.
I know, I ate my vegetables.
When?
Toff is gonna like slink away, not really having an answer for that. Look, there's a pool down here.
No, don't get in the pool, please.
Toff is gonna get a running start to get ready to cannonball
Betty's
down into this
chasing.
pool.
Right after this rabbit.
You
That's
can
just-
grab him.
Zanryn, 22. Nelson, 15. Thomas went straight down with you, and he did like the South Park, like Ike. And we got kind of end over end. But he's fine there. He still has the ore and his, everything else that's in him. He even has the fish guts that were put back in, scraped up by Toff.
Thank you. Those fish guts are going to be important. You all wait. Something's going to be chasing us, and we'll have bait to lure it away. You're welcome for planning ahead.
I can't believe this 4-phase boss had a weakness to fish guts.
Oh, God.
You don't know everything about every monster. I
Something so
haven't.
old
I
is-
didn't read the Monster's Handbook. I'll tell you that much. Toff can't read. No, he can, but
Zanryn, there's a bit of outstretched bat wing and a bit of an arm that's tangled up about 3 feet from Thomas. as the rest of it seems to be slunk down into the old well.
Just gonna look over. I don't know if there's any way I can sort of touch the remains of something and see if there's any kind of psychic impression. I don't know if there's any way to investigate that, but I'm gonna do that without the intent of going too deep, because apparently last time I did that, it opened portals to places, and I don't want to do that no more.
All right. It'll be right about here. So you're going to reach down and touch what's remained of that Broodmaster. And as you get inches before it, you can begin to feel its magic presence. And it's almost like the sense of being home. Like you can smell part of the Shadowfell as you get closer to it. As you place your hands on the side, that hand reaches up and grabs a hold of your hand.
Can I try and dodge that with a acrobatics or a dex save or something?
Dexterity saving throw. $18. As you pull away, you realize it's just involuntary. Just the muscles.
I'm gonna go ahead and like do the Isaac Clarke Dead Space, like stomp. I'm just gonna like stomp it out and just like let it be known, like no, none of your bullshit.
And you stomp the hell out of it. You look down and you're lucky that it's your boot that's been stomping as you see a jolt of lightning kick up out of the water.
Oh.
As it catches the heel of your boot, you see what's been pulsing through the other side as it surfaces up. This face of an eel attached to a body that looks more like a hound as it's ripping and rending this flesh. It's the electricity that's been pulsating through its body, of which has closed that hand down on you. As it surfaces, you can see the blood pouring out from what's dropped below. Eel hounds coming out of this pool. As it goes to lunch for you, we're gonna put everybody in initiative now. Hold the roll 1 second.
As that's happening, I want Biddy to have like caught the shirt collar of Toff, just like, see, I told you shouldn't have gone swimming, Toff. They're going to eat you. You will be ravaged.
Looks like so much fun.
Toff, I swear to God.
I wonder.
She's like shaking you.
Oh my god, no, valid fucking question.
Maybe they like fish guts.
100% valid question. Oh my fucking god.
You came prepared. You figured it out.
It's all coming together.
I seem to recall dumping out Thomas at the top, though.
Not all of it. I stuffed some back in, trying to jump it in.
Toff did.
There is indeed a turd inside the pool. No, can't confirm. It's just fish guts.
Oh wait, no.
Should we roll?
Yes, you're able to roll now.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, the 20 was close.
Much better initiative area.
Oh,
I can't roll for
dang.
Thomas. Rip.
Oh,
Oh my
Hey.
god, with the 20 on initiative.
Woo!
Using fish guts today.
Oh my god, I cannot wait.
This was fate. Yes.
If this battle can be done instantly, that'd be awesome.
Just
Oh,
like
wow.
the seals.
You got one roll off. with an eel hound.
Oh gosh.
Oh, here we go.
Straight D20.
Okay. Come on, come on.
Oh.
That's so close.
It's okay,
Nice.
it's fine. It's fine.
I think that's the lowest I've ever seen Zanryn in the initiative order.
Yeah, it must be. Something close to that. Makes me question if I should grab alert for my final feed.
Do it.
Or well, one of my final feeds, I don't know. Who knows whether there shall be one or two? We shall see.
Biddy, you're 17, right?
To their shoulder.
Yeah, for some reason my echo took it instead of
Hey,
we work together. Women strong together.
God, I rolled a 13, and that's practically the end.
Oh my god, yeah, it is.
And everybody rolled decent. All right. Let's begin this shit show.
He said we rolled decent, y'all.
Oh, oh my God! It's literally the eel hound next to Zanryn.
Son of a bitch. Of course it is.
Oh
Get him by
yeah,
that leg.
that thing's gonna rear up, and it's gonna drop its electric spittle first thing.
Alright.
15-foot cone.
Save. Oh fuck.
This is gonna get everybody except for your dudes.
Does it get Toff and I as well?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is gonna be on. This will be on everybody. So, DC 16 con save. It's just like an
Is it
electric,
spittle
like
magic or
it's no, it's not magic. It's like electric slime.
I was gonna say, do I have a
Ew.
resistance?
Don't forget to add the +3 because Paladin
Yeah. Everybody gets +3 except for me because I think I'm outside of that range.
and fucking Jacob.
Yes.
Where
Yes,
am I?
oh my god.
I can never find my resists.
Jesus.
And this is lightning damage, by the way.
Of course it is.
So, you see where your AC is, Glam? It's right next to it on the bit that
Oh
says
my
defenses.
god! I've been digging through the tabs. Okay.
Yeah.
Con save.
wait, I didn't do a save.
Hey, Jacob, I'm right there with you, baby. We're both taking max damage.
Jesus Christ.
Good times. Good
I'm at
times.
17.
Oh,
I'm daddy.
Biddy,
Oh,
you will
thank
take no
gosh.
damage.
We're supposed to
Excellent.
have full HP or not, right?
Are we doing like
Yeah, we are.
Itty
We-
bitty
we-
pretty
now.
committee.
Nice.
we-
The first-
I'm
Yeah,
doing
we
them
can-
too, you just can't see it.
All right.
I'm here.
This is normal damage for everyone.
We're not
20.
supposed to have full health, right?
Yes, you are
No,
supposed
we
to have. Yes, you
Oh, we
are. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we get a long rest?
No, I gave everybody essentially a short rest on the way down. So 23 points if you failed to save. If
I
you
was 17.
what's that?
I was 17.
17. Well, it's 16, so you succeeded. So if you succeeded, you will take 12 points, and then there's what me and Jacob take, which is maximum. 40 points.
Love
40 points of lightning. Do I have a reaction?
All right. So Nelson and I are taking. I missed it.
Well, what did you do? Did you
We took
succeed? 12.
12. Thank
Yeah,
you.
12.
Biddy, you might have to go push to talk because I'm picking up background.
Oh, it's probably everything else. I got you.
Thank you. Let's see here.
Warcaster is only if an opportunity attack is triggered, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Spells. Do I have this? I always forget about it. Nope, I do not have absorb elements. All right. 40 points of damage. I'm once again slimed.
But lightning slime.
Yay for lightning slime. And yeah, it's going to crawl up here and end its turn next to you, Zanryn. Toff, it is your turn.
Thoroughly electrocuted, his fur standing kind of out as if he'd been run through a dryer. He is going to run towards Thomas. What was it? Also Adam, our turkey.
Thomas.
Thomas,
It's been Thomas
our
too long. We can never go back.
Thomas
That's true.
Adamantium.
There we go. runs towards Thomas the turkey and immediately stuffs his paw down his neck, trying to pull out those fish guts. Who wants a snack? And he's gonna kind of throw it out into the water. What animal handling would you like me to roll? Or something else? Survival? Nature? History with animals? I don't know.
I'm gonna have you roll animal handling on this.
Damn it. Okay.
Here we go.
And now 15. All right, I want you to ping me where you're throwing these fish guts to.
So this one back here in this space.
Okay, you're trying to hit that spot right back here. Got it.
Yes.
Okay, what I want you to do is give me an unarmed strike. So you're just eating the guts.
Yeet. Boom. Rolling. Not awesome, but it is doable, right? 12?
12. All right. They're going to land just a little bit short because they're just light. There's not a lot of weight to them. They kind of disperse.
Sure.
And I'm going to have them land a little bit just like in the front right here. But that's not bad. You're clustered up in between them. With these fish guts out, I'm going to make them chuck up a wisdom saving throw.
Come on.
They
Please
can't
be stupid.
wise.
Ah, dang it.
First
They're
one
pretty.
knows that there's greater meals than just the fish guts that land in the water. Second one.
I was gonna say, what's their hunger DC?
Jeez. Apparently pretty high.
How do these motherfuckers have wisdom? Damn.
They only have a +1. I'm just rolling hot. Saving
Please
throw
have
for the
one
last
stupid
one.
of the group.
Oh my
Dang it.
god.
Oh my
Are you
god.
kidding me? It looks at me and makes eye contact. It knows I am the source of this food. Dang it.
Why have guts when they can have Buddy Mignon?
Clever girl.
I have just made myself a target.
Oh, dude, you almost did the thing. I was gonna do anything under 10. They were gonna eat the guts. They just rolled hot.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Good
They're
try.
smarter than I would have liked, but
I will let you fish gut as a bonus action.
thanks. Okay, all right then. So, out of curiosity, does this mean that they are looking at me and going to be hunting me?
No, I mean, they just kind of like splat, and then we're like, what the
Okay. Okay.
Can Thomas be excited by the fish guts and chase after them?
Can I go scoop them
Maybe
back
bring
up?
it back, play fetch.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Oh, we know what that means.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, then we will take our first attack on our eelhound friend right here, seeing that that didn't work. I'm sorry, puppy, and we'll hit. Hopefully. Does it hit? My dice are like a half second slower. 24. Please hit.
Yes, 24 hits.
Okay, what are these dogs made of? All right, we'll do this and then throw some smite on there. Okay,
Actually, I have a
first
higher AC than Talos. It's fine.
18 and then plus
13 slashing, 5 radiant, then the smite comes in.
15 more for that first hit. All right, time for a second hit. Here we go, one more time. Just trying to hack through, cutting its head off.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Biddy! Oh my god, I'm sorry, sorry, Toff. You swing as hard as you can,
Yeah.
and it just slithers away, and you go end over end into the drink.
I'm in the water. Well, that's where I wanted to be, I guess.
As you're falling in. Biddy's like,
Sorry.
deep is this water, by the way? I've got to ask.
What's this?
How deep is the water? Like,
You don't know.
Is Toff...
You don't know how deep the water is. Toff, do you know how to swim?
I've swam in like little ponds and maybe close to the edge of lakes before, but not like really deep water. But it doesn't seem like this was choppy water, so it's no ocean, so he should be okay.
You know how to bunny kick.
Yeah.
All right. End of your turn. Now these eels are very much interested in you. And yeah, this one's going to slide in. It's going to come over for a couple of bites.
Cool.
They got pack tactics.
Sure. Good for them. Does not hit.
16.
Nope.
Slithers, but you bunny kick it out of the way. Slam it in the jaw.
Yeah. 23 will hit.
Real quick, I presume because Toff's fallen in the drink, he is no longer within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, no longer in 5 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm glad that's the part you're worried about. Thank you for caring about me, Zanryn.
I mean, if you were in 5 feet,
I lose my saving throw bonus.
No. That's 10 feet. 5 feet, something very different.
I'm sorry. It's already done it. Missed the first one. I need to put that away and then do damage. Oh, let's go. Low roll. Ooh. 7 piercing, 7 lightning.
All right. There it is. Applied.
Zanryn, what would you like your choker to do?
I presume that it's got 30 feet of movement, right?
Oh, these things had they got 30.
Okay, so I'd love to move this bad boy over here and cling onto the side of the rocks. And I would like to, can it do the whole suffocation tentacle thing?
Oh yeah, it does.
Tentacle attack on the first eel hound?
Oh yeah, it does all that.
Alright, let's do that and follow up with a bite for its second attack. So tentacle first attack on this boy and follow up with a bite.
Oh, that nat 20 was there. 18 will hit. This thing's got to make a strength saving throw. Dude. Fuck these eel hounds.
These eel hounds and their goddamn rolls, bro. Oof.
Not suffocating, but it's going to take 14 bludgeoning and 7 piercing.
Jeez.
And then that thing's going to bite down.
Ooh.
26 will hit. Oh yeah, 26 points of piercing. Just takes a chunk out of that. Back haunch is just ripped off that eel.
We're not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with us.
Jacob.
When I look towards the water, is Thomas swollen?
Thomas is not swollen.
Okay. God damn it, Toff! As Jacob runs forward and shoots himself into the air above these guys, and then using a meta magic careful spell, I'm going to final flash the shit out of these guys with the fireball.
Hells yes.
Let me see if I can find that. Where's fire?
Third level fireball.
Yeah, it's the
I forgot. No, yours is
no, it's 5th level because I'm a warlock.
Yeah, it just does it.
Yeah, they're gonna make a dex save. 22.
All right.
See those hot rolls still coming in.
Myself the easy button.
My spell slots are all unsynced. Trying to pick our man again. Go. There it is.
Thank you. Let's see how hot they can roll now.
Oh my god.
Oh my!
What the heck?
I'm going
Christ.
I'm going left to right on this one. So this one slithers down below. That one's gonna take full.
Can somebody call the eelhounds and tell them this isn't their show?
Yeah. Hello.
Whistle at them like dogs.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's the first one. Everyone else has failed.
Okay.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep. For the 5 going down.
42 points of fire damage.
42 points of fire damage. Let's go.
As that fire comes down and Jacob's like casting it, so there's like holes between the fire, so it's like columns of space in the fire that circle around Toff and Zanryn and Thomas and Zanryn's pet as it like vaporizes at the top of the water, like steams.
I
Dude.
don't know if it's too pertinent, but you actually do one better. Elemental Adept, you rolled 1-1.
Oh
that's
shit, you're
too
right.
freaky.
You're right. Yeah, so go ahead and make that 43.
Again, I don't think that matters for a whole bunch of them, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if I roll fire damage, I might get that an extra D4.
Oh, with
boom.
the
Once
Genie
per
thing?
once per turn, I can add an extra D4 of fire damage. So one more, so 44.
DTD on 2 of these guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toff, get out of the water.
I'm not drowning.
Such a tough answer. I'm not ready yet, Mom.
Jacob's just gonna
Get out of the tank.
fly
No,
off.
I'm the tank. I am your dad. Get out of the tank.
Oh, that's
Just having fun.
that's gonna be it for my turn.
Nelson.
Nelson. That guy's deed. Do I control Thomas on my turn too? Is that how we're doing this? Or is it a bonus action, or how are we?
I've always had that you control Thomas on your turn.
Okay.
We use Thomas like he's a familiar.
Yeah, he's gonna jump into the water after the fish guts to try and immediately, like this happened like as soon as Toff threw them in the Wawa. You could tell that Thomas missed them. He like watched them soar and then kind of spread and then, like goes in.
Thomas is kind of like a fish gut net. He can kind of just like swim and like he can pick up plastic bottles, fish guts, all of it.
It's like a catfish. Turkey fish.
Turkey fish.
Yep. So he's currently collecting fish guts for you.
Nice. And then Nelson is, I'm pretty comfortable where I am, but Nelson's going to stare down this closest eelhound and launch Enervation.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna do it, we'll do it at level 5. So that's, I need to roll the attack, or no?
Roll the attack.
I don't know if it, oh it did. I think that's the,
Oh yeah, it's a dexterity DC 19.
DC 19, yeah,
Got it.
sorry. Dex save, 19.
$12. It's gonna fail on that. 24 points of necrotic damage.
It's actually, yeah. Is that right? 5d8. I roll.
You already did it.
Yes. Oh, and then also I took lightning damage, so I believe that activates my Stormstruck staff.
It does.
Only does things in melee, right? I read that right? I believe that's right.
No, you're able to project it out.
Okay, cool. Would that just stack on with my spells then, or do I have to like choose to shoot the staff? We haven't really clarified how it works, so I apologize for asking now.
No. I would say you would able to you'd be able to do it like Shillelagh, so you can use your bonus action to expunge the lightning.
Cool. So we'll launch that, and then I will, expunge the lightning. So that would be this then. 1d6 plus 2. And then I think I get an extra d6 because it's activated. Oh, oops, that did not roll. Forgot the /R. Cool. So 3 on top of that.
All right, so it's a 1d8. We'll program it later so it makes more sense. So it's going to be eight lightning damage plus 3. So it's going to come out as 11. You see it head back towards that eel hound. They are resistant, so it's going to take half. It'll take 6 points though.
Cool. And I believe that will be my turn. I'm going to kind of gesture to Thomas, like, to get over here!
Get back here, son.
We need more
Very
fish
disappointed.
guts. Nelson is trusting in Toff's decision.
Yes.
Biddy, it is your turn.
All right. Biddy is going to, not wanting to get close to any of these suckers. She's just going to use her echo. Can I grab you? Yes. Whoop. And put her over here on this other ledge, just casting far away from her, and have her echo attack this eel hound with her long sword. Nice. 30 to hit.
Yes.
By the way, for folks that are wondering, these eel hounds are from the Tomb of Beasts third party, and they're gorgeous art.
Beautiful.
The first one was 14 damage, 21 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Eight damage. 28 to hit.
Oh yeah. And just another little plug at the Tomb of Beasts. You can get directly in your foundry. You can get them. So you have to do the data entry yourself. Okay, so 8 damage.
16.
And then 16. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
And
Oh, it's
then-
just hanging on.
She's gonna unleash Incarnation. So I can heighten that Echo Fury. And we're going to hit it again. If my computer will load. Oh, there it goes, I think. Maybe. Yes, 27.
27 will hit.
And that's gonna be 15 damage.
Another 15. DTD. Describe
Yep.
the demise.
So Betty just like, oh, Echo, go over there. And she's just casting her Echo right next to this other one. Kind of, in a way, Biddy is looking through this Echo's eyes at Toff, like ashamed in a sense. Like, I told you so. And then picking up her Echo sword and just slicing and dicing at this thing. And as soon as it falls over, the Echo goes back to just looking at Toff like a mom that's disappointed. That's my turn.
I love it. Toff is totally making eye contact, completely unaware of how to interpret your angry stares. Just kind of giggling to himself.
Toff.
It sounds like you're leveling up with that.
You wait till my next round, Toff. It's coming for you.
He's gonna splish some water towards you.
Stop it.
And thus begins the Biddy Angry, Biddy Smash arc of character development.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Zanryn, adult swim time. Your turn.
Not going to swim, but with those arms that are manifested, I'm gonna throw some psychic daggers now that we know these bad boys are indeed resistant. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that real quick.
By the way,
Right,
I can't
so-
get the plastic top of my Yeti to not smell like Myers rum. I've washed it twice.
Oh no.
Well, that's a thing.
I apologize for that, my friend.
99 isopropyl.
You know, hey, there's
Sorry,
worse
what?
things it can smell like.
There are worse things, I guess. Yeah.
Look at that turkey.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if these don't show up with the roll damage thing on them, by the way. I'm not sure if that's turning up on your end, RoBear.
I see.
You
I
were
was.
always a disappointment.
I know. My Foundry stuff is still not updated to 12, so I'm just rolling off of Beyond. But yeah, 28 should hit, right?
Hold up.
Oh.
I have no idea why. Yeah, so just roll through Foundry.
Okay. So that's the first attack on this boy here. That has sneak attack damage.
All right, 12 points psychic, 15 on the sneak attack.
Damn, that was a low roll too. Oof. Also, for the extra arm attacks, is that being done through is that bonus actions or is that like main?
No,
action
no, that's
attacks
your
when you're
main. That's your
rolling
main
damage?
action. So you get your. Yeah, you'll get that full psychic blade damage.
What the fuck? Okay. Don't, I'm not questioning that. Okay, let's roll those bad boys again. Still getting used to the new arms.
Please,
it's fine.
please roll damage because you are absolutely going to hit Toff.
Oh, bitch. I've used my sneak attack, so this isn't gonna hurt as much. Ignore that 27.
11 points of
the 11.
psychic damage, Toff, as you are stabbed by one of these daggers that's slung out of control.
Yeah,
It's the first. Yeah.
Toff
it's the first
is
time-
taking a lot of damage at this point, but when he sees that it's your psychic dagger sticking out of him, you're gonna see him kind of tear up a little bit. I thought we were friends.
I'm sorry, Toff, and I'm just gonna look at this new pair of arms that is clearly like I'm getting used to it, but also came from my enemy, so I'm not quite sure if it's got its own mind. I'm just gonna be like, didn't get this shit, hell, man. And I'm gonna throw the other dagger from that extra main attack thing, and hope that I can redeem myself on that one.
27's gonna hit.
That is 10 points of psychic damage on the Eelhound.
DTD, enough to get it done.
I'm going to sort of throw that last knife. It's going to sort of slit vaguely close to the throat of the Eelhound, and it's going to create a whole new pool of fish guts for Toff to stuff into Thomas later.
Oh no!
Thank you.
No!
I see. You're trying to make up for hitting me already. Thank you.
Fucking
Not enough, but thank you.
Eelhound sashimi.
Oh god, it's compounding.
Look, man, I'm sorry. This is a hell of your own construction, dude. Like, you brought this up on yourself.
Thomas will be a meat bomb one of these days.
When he swells up and explodes, it's just potted fish meat.
It's great for fertilizer. Grow some healthy plants from there.
Bonus action, Zanryn.
Okay, for my bonus action, I'm gonna make use of some of the new psychic powers that I have gained. And I'm going to expend one psychic dice for my bonus action to cast Mind Sliver on the last Eelhound. Which it will need to make a DC 16 intelligence saving throw or take really good freaking damage for that roll. Holy lord.
God, you're a freaking psychic beast already, and I love it. DC 16 intelligence is not going to be good for it.
Yeah, eat shit. Okay, and that means that on the next saving throw that it will have to do, it will need to subtract 1d4 as long as that saving throw is made before the end of the next turn.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, no way you're getting out of 5 rolls now, just in case you did roll nonsense. And yeah, that is. I'm gonna move back 10 feet, and I'm gonna end my turn there.
Seeing
Yeah,
this,
don't help this bunny who you stabbed in the water out. That's fine.
I'm so sorry. I'm
not
Squishy
forgetting.
Owl.
Forgetting.
Also, you got this. You're having fun.
Oh yeah. Stabs you in the back.
Yeah, shit, literally. Goddamn.
I'm gonna bonus action, and I'm gonna surf send my shield out to Toff and Thomas. I'm gonna Captain America chuck that thing, let it go level, and skid across the surface so he can pick up both of you.
Fair.
And Thomas vomits the guts he collected into your lap, like getting him back for you.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. At least I have a real friend.
I'm sorry.
And as
I blame the hands.
you all are shield surfing over there, I'm just gonna look over the edge. Never much liked a cat for eel. I'm just gonna put both my hands together. I'm gonna shoot down a guiding bolt at it. Come on, baby, break the curse. It's time. You deserve this. You're gonna hit with guiding bolt. I believe you. I've missed the last 7 times. Guiding bolt, 3rd level. Suck it, nerd.
It danced on the 1, 2.
Yes, yes, it just hits.
Nice.
The curse is broken.
With 3.
What's their spell DC?
Oh, their armor class is 14. Luckily.
Cool.
Oh, finally, guiding bolt is mine.
Jesus.
Oh shit, it's reasonable damage too.
23 points. This one is the guiding bolt, and that radiant energy comes down. Just the explosion of fish guts down there. It slams the sides. Ah, it finally worked. And you are all out of combat.
Biddy's running over to the edge and like laying on her belly, reaching her hand out. Don't grab my hand now.
First
Don't
he's
you
gonna
follow me.
try to toss up Thomas first. You have to help our turkey. It'll kind of throw him up like a
Turkey's
beach ball.
dead. You're not. And she's gonna dodge it.
Yeah, volleyball just kind of like.
You're just popping Thomas up around like a small party.
Yeah.
Biddy, you have to catch him.
No, I need you up here.
This image of
Before you
Thomas
become
bouncing,
fish
like,
food.
Just pops up each time. Once you take Thomas, then I'll go up there.
Fine. I'm gonna try to catch Thomas.
Just keeps popping him up like a small volleyball.
Would that be acrobatics or?
I always kind of imagine Thomas moves around like a large soot sprite from Spirited Away. Like he's always just kind of like goofy and weird.
Acrobatics.
Get him.
Oh yeah.
16.
With ease.
I was so close to rolling onto the 1.
I know. The Biddy's reaching out, and like the tip of her toe in her boot is gripping onto probably like a rock that's kind of rigid and sticking out. She's stretching her arms out as much as she can and catching this wet, probably a little slimy, undead turkey, and just it's just disgusting. And she doesn't even gingerly place him down. She like tosses him over her head, like behind him. Somebody else catch.
Just pass him along.
Yeah, probably toward Nelson, Zanryn, or Jacob.
That's a good question. Can the spectral arms catch things?
Yes.
Can I roll to catch Thomas with the arms?
100%.
Like,
You got
with
seconds
all four
before they fade away.
all right. Acrobatics or sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand.
All right.
Nice.
Snag.
Hey.
Easy peasy.
Nicely done.
Catch Thomas and then very gingerly sort of put him down. You're like, there you go, son. You're okay, I think. I'm gonna rush over to Toff and see if I can help bring him under the water. In fact, the tentacly boys, the tentacly boys are also gonna see about like, I don't know, like holding on and sort of helping create a platform almost.
How
like
heavy do you think I am?
Well, it's less about heft. It's more about like, I don't know how high this bracket is here, and they can literally climb on walls. Apparently, they don't give a shit.
I feel like this is the start of a bad joke. Like, how many people does it take to lift Toff out of the water?
Depends on how much milk you've been drinking.
Yeah,
You're,
Sure.
you're a growing bunny.
I have to say, you got calcium for days.
Seeing Zanryn trying to help, Toff will specifically turn to grab Biddy's hand to get pulled up.
I'm gonna do a strength to see if I can pull you up. 11. I'm like, oh, Toff, you're soaked in water. You've added like 20 pounds.
Come on! You're strong enough.
Nice fireball, Jacob. Well done.
Jacob's gonna fall back to the ground, and the fire's gonna dissipate off his body as he just kind of nods to Brom and just whips over to Toff and Zanryn. Can you two not go 5 minutes without doing something fucking stupid?
He started it. He stabbed me. And Toff's gonna point to the mark on his back.
I am going to instinctively, as if through shame, be like, no, I didn't do that. And then I'm going to like cover the stab wound with a wing, at which point something weird is going to happen. And it's actually going to start to feel a little bit better for some reason. It doesn't quite make sense at first.
I don't like this whole description.
Yeah.
But
What is happening to me?
the wing, having just gone around and done this, has healed you for 10 points.
Well, it feels better, but it's still not okay that you did that.
I understand. I'm sorry. I'll train the arms to be better. I'm gonna look judgmentally at these extra hands. They're gonna kind of like flop over like, "Meh."
You used them without testing them first?
Oh. The fish guts were also used without testing.
Well, they were kind of in testing. Sorry.
That's fair.
That's very...
You want to
very
roll
good fun.
persuasion? See if you can hit me on this?
Yeah, shit, okay.
I mean, it's not a bad point. I didn't try the fish guts. Okay, I'm just gonna yeah. Oh, fine, you're right. I'm sorry. Can we still put some of the fish guts back in, Thomas?
Absolutely.
Thank you. You'll see Toff running around grabbing different things and like stuffing them in. Some of it's fish guts, some of it may be like some of the rocks that have fallen.
I'm gonna order the tentacle boys to go and help.
That was like a weird Easter egg hunt for us, and Thomas is the basket.
It's like this fucking scene out of like an eldritch horror.
Yeah. Or a really
totally
weird
wrong.
anime.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've been served by a choker at a country diner before. I just let it happen.
There is a story there.
Being the first time around lightning damage, it's the first time Nelson has seen the effects of his staff and just like glowing and kind of crackling a little bit in the gem at the top of it, emanating a light that's pretty bright, 10 feet around him and an additional 10 feet of dimness past that. After he sees that Thomas has stowed everyone's very important fish guts, he gestures for him to bound over, and Nelson takes a perch up on top of this glowing, crackling gem where he kind of looks like the character selection screen in Fortnite.
Oh, did it always spark like that?
No, that's definitely new.
How'd you do that?
I didn't do anything.
Oh. Thomas, did you do that?
This staff is from our battle with the lightning god, Toff.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's right. Well, it's really handy down here because it's really dark and I'm not used to seeing in the dark. Can you see in the dark?
I actually don't know, can I? Features and traits. I don't think I can.
I mean, with the light of that staff, I don't think it matters because you have magic.
Right.
Mm.
I definitely can, staffs. Toff. Very happy to have the staff here.
Well, you just never know. Like, what if there's something that turns all the lights off?
It's actually not supposed to glow forever. So maybe while we're having this conversation, the light starts to dissipate.
Nelson, the light's going down.
I don't know what you want me to do, Toff.
Toff will shake your staff a little bit. You have to fix it.
Brom's going to begin concentrating on a prayer. Elm, I know it's hard for you to hear our prayers down here. But can you go ahead and help us seal these wounds? It's going to be a long journey in the Underdark. Guide us, please. And I will cast the out of combat healing spell. Prayer of Healing at 2nd level. Try to get us topped off. I do not crit heal. 18 points back for everyone. Tell me if you're close to being topped off or not.
Close.
I'm fully topped off already.
Fully topped off by that.
I will go ahead and send that prayer again.
I'll be fine. It's just
Burn
9
another
shy.
2nd level.
Unless you're indicating something is important coming up.
We're in a dungeon crawl, so
Something very important will always come up.
Yeah, we are. I'm going to be using that out of combat for the first time, getting the job done.
Sure.
That's what they're here for. Let's go. That was good. 21. A lot of folks always ask about this cleric spell. This is when you use it. Is when you are in a lengthy dungeon crawl where you don't know when you're resting and when you're not. Go get those RNGs out there. That one doesn't get used enough. All right. That's better. That's better. All right. So here we are.
Do I still have the map on me, or was that with Bitty or Jacob?
Y'all's choice.
I don't have it because I can't read Thieves' Cant.
I feel like Sam. I feel like you were the last one who technically grabbed it because you handed it to Duran. So I feel like it would be on you.
What was it?
The map, shit-faced wood elf who got eaten shit.
Oh,
modern
yeah.
Map. Yeah.
I think it's in my possession.
Sorry, I'm still working on his
inquired.
Yeah, I'm still working on his nickname. My apologies.
Or you wanted me to look at it or something? Sorry, I didn't catch
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I was thinking like we should probably go ahead and check and see what's going on with that. Because whilst we have no way of finding ore, well, no way of knowing where the ore is, we most definitely will be able to follow the map and at least find something.
She's gonna be taking it out of her bag and laying it on this ground, like spreading it out with the edges kind of curling in a little bit, fighting it, putting pressure on it, like, stay down. Probably catching a bit of water on the ground, and eventually it's like sticking to that water. Thank you. Right. Is there anything that seems helpful. So I obviously can't understand the language, but is there a layout? Do any of these rock formations look like something that anybody would catch on to?
I roll to see if I can navigate us to the closest of the caches that's indicated on Arden's map.
You're rolling for investigation to see if you can find familiar spots.
Okay, let's do that.
Dirty 20, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your final?
Before I couldn't decipher it, so I think this is if there was a time to use an inspo, it might be now. So I'm gonna throw a D8 on there, and we'll see what that does. All right, 25.
24 is the first DC on deciphering this map.
Oh shit!
You're able to find the starting point. As you find what looks like the well. The well has been marked, and you can see the rest of the thieves' can't. That water is hard to come by, at least for whoever came up with this map. And it was very important for them to have home base in case they needed to go back at any point in time and fetch hydration. You can see many forked paths off of it that lead to different caches. You'll be choosing pathway 1, 2, or 3. Currently, there's no indication of what lies beyond these pathways. They all look similar. Currently, humid caverns at this opening. There's no distinct rock feature or difference in their form to indicate where these pathways might lead.
Yeah, I'll see if I can navigate us to pathway number 2. Is that another investigation check?
No, that's whenever you guys want to disembark. You can certainly choose pathway number 2. However, before you get there, Biddy, I want you to roll an investigation check.
Okay. I'm gonna add a D10 to that. $18.
18. Poking around, looking to see if anything has been left from up above, from the initial adventurers party that has dropped down below. You find a sheathed great sword stuck between a handful of the rocks.
Excuse me?
And you can see Arden's name inscribed on the outside of the sheath. But when you pull out the sword, you can see it consists of 2 long scimitars that seem to combine together. What languages do you know?
I know Common, Gnomish, Undercommon, and Draconic.
There's a language on the hill that looks romantic and poetic, but you don't understand it.
Okay. Pulling up this this sword.
It looks ancient.
Yeah. She's gonna show it to the group, just like, well, you know, he left me something behind. Very kind of him. Finally, a little bit of kindness throughout his life. Anyway, does anybody know what this is? I don't understand it, unfortunately.
Does anyone know Sylvan?
Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
That's old Elvish. Very old Elvish. You found quite the treat there, Biddy. It says Love's Embrace on the side.
You can read it.
I can.
That's impressive, Brom.
We family used to do some business with some of the old elves. Had to learn it to write down the manifests.
Mm.
And as the words, well, I haven't said it in Sylvan. I'm gonna try. See if I can do it justice. This will be a performance check. This is gonna be a DC 18. I'm gonna burn one of my luckies on that. Oh man.
Damn.
I'll use one inspiration. Escala. It's easier to read than say. Oh. Maybe it'll come to me.
I appreciate you trying.
We can figure that out. It may unleash its potential.
Well, I suppose in the meantime, I'll just keep it close.
Definitely. Right now, it's just a +2 great sword, but it does have potential, shall we say.
All right.
So, Zanryn, you think you've picked us out a heading, have you?
Something close to it. The map's pretty. I mean, you know, it's like I said, his handwriting is the fluence of a 5-year-old, but I think if we head over yonder, we can start making our way to whatever was marked out on the map. These caches. Who knows what these things are, but hey, maybe it's the ore that we were looking for all along. Maybe it's something different. Guess we'll find out. You wonder, can I send one of our tentacle friends to go ahead and scout forward? Just a wee bit.
You certainly can. By the way, there's a large ringing on your side.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Really wish I understood what was doing it, because I'm doing the thing with the microphone and it's not. Yeah. Is that a little better?
Yeah, it holds for a second, then it like slowly comes back.
And then it comes back. Oh, wait. Alright. Yeah, I need to figure out what the fix is for that, but we'll see about it in time. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and sort of psychically ask southernmost tentacle boy to sort of be ahead of the party and sort of scout out that middle route.
How far would you like them to go?
About 50 feet ahead. Not too much further. Just sort of climbing the walls, moving at a reasonable pace, but, you know, keeping in psychic contact.
Anyone else want to do anything anything inside this well before we leave?
Oh, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Biddy was actually going to do something.
This seems like a mighty fine place to leave something.
Anyway, she was going to transfer her consciousness to her echo and utilize that to kind of walk a bit further ahead because she can go up to, I think it's like 1,000 feet away from me.
Jeez.
So you see Biddy sitting on the ground. All right, I'm trusting y'all to make sure that my actual body stays safe. But I'm going to transfer into my echo and try to see and scout out a bit of what's ahead of us. So, and as she does that, her eyes close and her full consciousness just goes straight to her echo, and her eyes open and she sees everything within her 60 feet of dark vision that is ahead of her, around her, the same as she would in her actual body. And she starts walking along with these two Gumbies.
BFFs.
Thomas Pokey, because I like it.
Yeah.
Should I take Thomas with me?
Yeah, Thomas can run after y'all.
What a crew.
All right.
I'm gonna use one of my Rod of the Pack Keepers to just go ahead and get a spell slot back.
I will use a psionic recovery to recover a psionic dice.
And I will keep putting and gathering fish guts while the rest are away.
I feel like you have a small mound at this point.
Yes. Some of it includes now pieces of the hounds as well, the eel hounds.
I need you to have an eelhound bone necklace before this is done.
That would be fantastic. Not to be confused with his mother's bones. Very different.
Much lighter.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So our two chokers in the form of Biddy begin taking that stroll down pathway number 2.
Before Thomas leaves, can I cast Mage Armor on him?
Yeah, you can cast Mage Armor on Thomas.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't lose our bag of holding.
Bing, this shining like armor, turkey-shaped armor glows around him, translucent light, like a bluish armor surrounds him.
And I mean, if he does,
turkey helmet too.
If he
with a visor
goes,
and a feather.
he's still like, you still have him. He's a familiar. You can recall him back, but it costs spell slots to call him back.
Yeah. But I want him to wear mage armor because it's cute.
And it's cozy. Go ahead, Biddy, since you can be way out in front. As you take this slow stroll, it is absolutely terrifying because it's dark and you can hear the chokers like climbing back behind you on the sides of the walls.
She just shivers like,
You do have dark vision though, Biddy, don't you?
yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah, okay. Into the depths, the rest of you Now no longer able to see the chokers or Biddy's echo. Roll a perception check, Biddy.
Okay, give me just a moment. My computer kind of decided to be unkind. Hold on.
It always happens at the most inconvenient of times.
It's that music again, dude. Oh, fuck.
All right, you said perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ew, I'm a roll lucky on that. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay,
so
18.
close to the 20.
I know.
Mm.
18. I need you to roll a D100.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm in danger. God.
I don't like this.
Ooh!
91?
Big
Unless
number
it meant
good.
to be small.
91.
One of the numbers from 69's in there, so that's got to be something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that
It's
works.
like, it's half nice.
Wow. You do know D&D well.
Ting,
Kids cut?
ting. Ting. It gets louder. Temperature picks up.
Like in cold or warm?
Warm. Begins to break out in a sweat. You
Can
see
I echo
flickers of embers in the distance. The cave ceiling begins to extend farther and farther up. At this time, when you hear sound, would you like to roll a stealth roll?
Absolutely. $21.
Ooh.
Ting. Ting. As you creep up, it gets louder and louder. Now a full broken sweat. What were just embers in the distance, you can see a lava flow cutting through Undermountain. Looks like a vein that's freshly opened up. And as this cave begins to expand wider and wider, you see the black iron boot of a massive individual. And the iron that's in front of it that raises up to the fiery red braided hair that extends up above.
Your son, Maraganza. Yasi.
As there are 4 fire giants forging from this fresh vein of molten rock. As you've quietly stepped forward,
I don't like that. Them private rolls.
for some reason always defaults to that, but you can see it on stream. It's a
You see it on
17.
the stream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
17.
I thought that was cheating to see it on stream.
Yeah, me too.
No. No.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, don't look.
4 fire giants forging in front of you. Oh, I need to make the stealth checks for the chokers now as they approach as well. Luckily, they are stealth is a +12 for them, so it's good.
Oh,
First
right,
roll,
that's something. You just had to say it.
Zanryn, you want to throw a dice on it?
Zanryn, you have to. They're your boys.
Can I use does it have to be inspo, or can I use a psionic dice?
You can use a psionic dice for them.
Ooh, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be a D10.
Because you just need to get at least 3, 2.
There we go.
21.
Yeah.
Second choker.
They need to be taught some basic skills. They'll be great at it when they're masters, but it's fine. All right, another psionic dice it is.
Needs to be a 4 or higher.
Oh my gosh.
You can do it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my
easy.
gosh! Did you see
Easy.
that 0?
Delivery.
A little bit of
A
bit of rock from the side of Undermountain crumbles down, but Biddy, you're like Sandlot. You just reach out and you grab it before it hits the ground, and you set it down.
Through my echo, I want to talk to Zanryn and be like, "I sent you," and then just go back to being myself.
Can I pick this up through the eyes of the boys? Do I know this is happening?
Go ahead and roll your what we've always done, which has been your intelligence plus your proficiency. Intelligence
Okay,
modifier plus proficiency.
So that's like a. I'm so lost. So that's what, like a.
Just go over to your
13.
intelligence. Look what your intelligence modifier is.
Yep. So that's +5.
Plus
And then
5.
proficiency.
And your proficiency
so
is
D20 plus 9 in total.
yes.
So?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
21 as you try to psychically for the first time tap into these thralls, and it's a bit fuzzy when you do it at first, just a little grainy, but as you do it, you can see you're holding concentration currently on this, your eyes glazed over in an etheric purple. As you're watching through one of these chokers, you can see the 4 fire giants forging from this molten vein.
And do I also see Biddy's echo being like, "Screw you"?
Of course.
Excellent. Okay.
Finger in the air and everything. Kind of waving it around, hoping you can see it somehow.
Can I get one of the chokers to just sort of like shrug, like in response?
The one that you've taken over, absolutely.
She's gonna just shake her head.
Roll an investigation check, both of you, with your eyes.
Nine.
Biddy, you're still taking a bit in the scene. But Zanryn, you can see, looking up what they're forging, they're not forging just a weapon. There is a 5th fire giant that's there. That's across the anvil. As you can see, 2 massive spike shields on either side.
Great.
As they're literally building the armor around this other giant.
Can I psychically whisper to Biddy and be like, "Do we want to maybe choose a different path? I don't know if we want to really, like, there's other places we could go. Like, do we really want to mess with this This feels like more bad news for one day. I don't know.
But he's gonna respond.
There, anywhere we go down here is going to be a death wish, so I don't think it matters.
But alongside that, do I see if there are any other paths? Like, are there options?
No, you have gone down pathway number 2. This is what lies ahead of you. I need new stealth checks. This one will come from the choker that you are in, Zanryn.
19.
And the choker opposite.
Oh God.
Do you want to add anything to the other choker as it's struggling to keep itself held up on the rock face?
I'm pretty sure I've already used a D10 inspo this session, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used an 8.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's either, you know what, I have these side eye for a reason, let's use them. It's gonna be a D10. Okay. Easy peasy.
22 now.
Oh
21.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
Of course.
Ting. Ting.
Just Balakshor. Nice, guys. Balakshor.
Do any of you speak giant?
Undercommon, not giant.
No, but can my echo run? Because I can see them, right? Probably turning back and pointing.
No, they haven't noticed you. It's 21. You guys all. Oh God, Biddy was 19. Oh shit.
Dang it! Why did I open
Okay.
my mouth? I thought you knew.
Biddy.
Biddy, do you want to add an inspiration onto that?
Hell yeah, I do.
Good.
Oh, you got this, I believe.
Oh my god. Yeah, how's 20 looking?
The little sugar cube you rolled was real disappointing, okay?
Oh my god.
I know. He smiled at us.
Yeah, one.
Mockingly.
Ah.
Ugh. As you see one of the fire giants turn and stare out into the cavern.
Balakshor. No. Asha. Ah.
As they begin to point over towards the pathway, one of them stops hammering down on the shield, and you see this spiked, armored fire giant raise up off of the anvil. And I'm gonna let you guys go fill your drinks right now. Go use the restroom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Giants.
Welcome everybody. Evan, Husky, Vlad. Appreciate y'all. Harvey, good to see y'all. Thanks for stopping in. These average sized giants. Oh, they are giant sized giants. Welcome to the ride, my friends. Yeah, you might be a few episodes back there, my dude. Oh man, this makes me so happy. Yeah, that freshness will slowly return as actual water goes through it. Bum, 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 bum. Boom, bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
I nearly pulled a you there, RoBear, and nearly spilled water all over my fucking PC.
No, do not do me.
Oh, that was close.
That's that emergency run to the PC store the next day. That's not fun at all.
Ooh. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. No.
There'll be giants in there.
Oh, no.
Man, I haven't done a D100 encounter table in a long time.
Ooh.
We rolled for giants.
Yes.
91 was giants.
91 was giants. I'll be honest. 94 and above is a ramp.
Fine, when you say ramp, do you mean as in it ramps up and gets harder, or?
Oh yeah, 94 was like the panic button. 94 is like you see it, you pass the first stealth roll, and you go, "I'm going back."
Yep.
Man,
For a little bit of quick context, by the way, have they seen? Have they also seen the Chokers?
no, it's only seen Biddy. That's it.
All right, got it. Pertinent information.
Lava Grotto. How about that? Things I didn't know were going to happen for 500, Alex. I love D&D.
Giants.
Giants.
Hell yeah. Real quick, don't mind this. I just want to test something really quickly. Okay, it is actually rolling correctly. I suspected that when it was rolling in Foundry, my sneak attack was rolling a 5d6 instead of a 66, but I am indeed incorrect.
I'm gonna fix that in just a second as well. I know what I did wrong.
That is literally just me sitting there being like, I am suspicious because I've only ever seen the 5 dice roll, but it's actually rolling them, so it's fine. I do not know what Foundry's doing, but that is okay. As long as it actually pops out the correct numbers, we all good. Oh, thank you, Evan, for informing us about the fucking favorite food of the fire giant. That's great. Oh no. This is bad.
Wait, I'm the Kenku.
Exactly. This is precisely the problem.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
One big old copy and one big old paste.
So which way did they go? They went down or they went to the...
Path number 2, so like the middle-ish path, I believe.
Got it.
Because there were 3 that were outlined, and yeah. Took the middle one, which was a great idea.
I'm back.
Nice. Ooh.
It's Spasa down here. Jacob's gonna be stoked.
It's changed to lava.
I mean, not particularly, because you're gonna be resistant to fire or immune.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's
I just
not
meant
good.
like he'd want to take a bath.
I mean, I am too, so it's okay. But
The rest of us are pretty susceptible to being put on fire, so
Yeah, between fur and feathers and fairly bad saving throws, I feel like all of us are in a bit of trouble.
I see a lot of Eldritch Blast in my future.
On the plus side, if they're resistant, not immune, you can still hurt them. It's just we don't know if... I don't know about you, but I don't know if they're resistant or immune.
I'll find it.
Hmm? Oh lord. Oh, he does not look happy. He looks very upsetty.
wow. I don't think this is gonna go well for us.
Wait. So there's 4 giants. They're mining, and none of us speak giantese or whatever. Giant.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look on my sheet. I might. No, I'm probably not because I'm hill dwarf. I'm probably not. I've done more business with the elves and Sylvan than I have in Fae than I have with mountain giants. I don't know. I'm gonna look though. I'll see here in a second. All right, here we go. Random HP is going in. These big boys.
Is there a
Is there
reason
any
why Jacob
chance-
is up there?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna just say something stupid. Like maybe they're frost giants and they've just dyed their head red, so maybe they would be susceptible to fire or something.
One of them is Megatron.
No, he's just there for the copy and paste. All right, now I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna fix you, Zanryn, and re-pull you in.
Nice.
And on the import. Beautiful. Level 12 as it should be. New Zanryn is in. Delete old Zanryn. Perfect.
See ya. Do you all think fish guts will work on them? I'm just hopeful.
Like an intimidation check, probably.
That's
All
fair.
right. I'm going to go and I'm going to look at languages. What do I got? Negative. You know, I have giant.
Okay.
I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I'm going to let this sit in for a second here.
Maybe they speak more than just giant.
Maybe they're really
Okay,
good at
Peppa?
charades. Here. You know? The question is, are we good at charades?
Maybe this is like a
God.
speakeasy and there's a password.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Let's just start throwing out random
These are
words.
the bouncers.
Yes. I don't know what the password would be down here. Chili. Map? I don't know.
Password 123.
No, it's it sure is cold, eh? How's the weather up there?
Yeah, so.
Take the heat.
Get out of the cavern.
Out of the
Wow.
magma-filled cavern, you idiot.
And take the heat, then just quit your bitching.
This is the password guest.
Admin.
Yes.
It's one, two,
Admin's
three,
always it.
four.
Admin.
Password is last name, room number.
Mm-hmm. It's always the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Bill Y the Science Fi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm a little worried, I won't lie, y'all, that we are not going to make it out of this.
I'm with you on that one.
Mhm.
Looks like a lot more trouble than we bargained for.
I
Mhm.
definitely do not know Fire Giant stats, so I am not looking them up.
They're probably very bad, very painful.
They're pretty much what you'd expect them to be.
They're not like low level giants, like the hill giants.
I think the one advantage we have is we probably win initiative, but like,
I think you just cursed us, Byf, but we'll find out.
Wow.
I mean, we lose initiative, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
Opposite thoughts. Yes.
Okay.
Why are they all Ganon?
They
Oh my
are
god.
Ganon. I didn't even notice.
They're totally Ganon.
They're totally Ganon.
That fire giant points back over towards you, Biddy, and begins to take a step forward.
It might echo run. Please.
All right. You go for a full out sprint. Go ahead and move yourself as a dash. The minute you do that,
And then Biddy's gonna instantly just transfer herself back and be like, there's fire giants! Fire giants, and they're coming this way now! Jacob, I don't know how you can handle them. Can you do cold damage at all? Anyway, they're big and they're huge and they're coming this way.
Can I do cold damage?
Yes, there's fire giants!
What the fuck are you talking about?
I did not
Fire's
stutter.
like my only thing.
Yes, which might be unfortunate in this fight. Oh, there he is.
Zanryn, what do you do with your chokers? You guys are not in combat yet. You have startled these giants. You've run off. That's where we're sitting at.
I'm gonna have the chokers hold position. I presume they're like up on the walls and ceiling and shit like that.
Roll a stealth for them again. Here's the first.
All right.
Let's go.
Wow.
Nat
this
20.
choker.
I will let that
Great
count for
little
both
fuss.
of them as they both instinctually just go to the ceiling.
Little.
This is good.
I said in chat earlier they remind me of putties from Power Rangers.
Yes.
Total putties.
Yes.
As you can hear, seems like they're waiting for a response.
Well, they're definitely
Ooh,
trying to
can-
talk to us.
Can I throw a raisin? As like an offering.
You can, but I would allow you to understand the stakes and the situation that you're currently in with the rest of your party members. That you've startled 4 fire giants in the middle of their work in the Underdark. They're calling out. You don't know what they're saying. You're not currently in combat.
I mean, that doesn't sound like it'd be a bad idea.
I would frame that under chaotic detriment.
Sounds like me. Alright, I won't do that then. Can any of you understand them?
So, cannot. Okay.
I don't know giant,
but most of the time they know common as well. They generally deal, but fire giants, anything's on the table. You might get a mixed lot. They can be angrier than sin, or you can work with them.
Do you want to talk to them?
So, I think I can psychically talk inside their heads because it says that I don't need to share a language with them, but I don't know if I'll be able to communicate with them in that manner because I physically haven't seen them. I've only seen them through the eyes of the chokers.
Just to
So I'm not sure how that
read it
works.
back to you, how does it feel to have voices put inside your head from things unidentified? FYI.
Not great, but by that same token, I was wondering if it might have been one of those things of like,
just letting you know that reminding the stakes, that's all. Just reminding the stakes that come with it, that it's a bit of a hard start in communication.
Yeah. No, you're completely right on that, because my initial thing was just going to be like mimic the fire giant's own voice inside its head and be like, I must have been the wind. No, this is a shitty idea. I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, I'm going to pass on that.
Nelson, do you have any questions?
No, I don't think I do.
The raisin rolls. Ting, 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 ting.
Who goes there?
Oh, thank goodness.
I
Toff.
saw you.
I'm assuming this voice echoes down this hallway so we can all hear it, right?
Absolutely.
Toff will echo back, "Hi, we're just lost, and hi."
Warlock shot ma. Warlock va. Esala.
Hello to you too?
And you begin to hear the footsteps of other fire giants as two of them come to the side of the one standing in the hallway. And now that shadow, that long shadow, is emanating into the hallway.
You are indeed very lost.
Yeah, I figured that sort of thing. We're just trying to look around in this area, and we really didn't have a good navigator. Toff is gonna look back at Zanryn on this one. And so I think we took the wrong pathway. We went down this one when we were supposed to go down a different one. So we're sorry, but we didn't also want to scare you. So we were just trying to make sure that you didn't feel like we were invading your space. Yeah.
Balak Basa. Balakalar.
Yeah, what he said.
What?
Oh no.
Con save?
Balaka. Narasa.
Is there any way we can tell the tone of their conversation? Can we do insight checks or something?
Roll want an insight check for this one, Glam?
Glam.
Oh, no! At least it wasn't a 1. May I do the roll as well?
Yeah, same, since I'm trying to talk to them.
Hey.
16.
And that last bit, you begin to hear a gravel and a voice and a tone that almost sounds desperate.
You smell strong of the forest. And we've come very, very far. And me and my party are very hungry.
Do you like fish guts?
I have raisins. I can give them raisins.
And raisins? They're really good together.
Oh no.
You see this boulder picked up from back in the lava as it's heaved and bowled through the passageway. And you can see it spitting out molten.
We dine tonight, boys, for it is a long way home.
They rolled a nat 1. I was going to do con sex for all of them to see how hungry they were on their journey here. Nat 1. Massive molten ball is headed your way. Dexterity saving throw for all of you as this rock comes in. I'm going to get that DC for you right now.
Remember, everyone has a +3 because everyone is next to Toff.
Chokers are up in the ceiling, so they will not get this. This will be... This is a DC 18.
Oh my gosh.
Dexterity save 18.
Indiana Jones this.
Brom's going to use his strength and his shield.
I hit 18. Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh no.
I'm gonna use an inspo. 8.
Yeah, I need to use a D6. and
I'm
I will
using
fail
one as
this
well.
if I don't get it.
I'm good.
Let's go, save.
Ron, 15 plus 3 is 18.
Nope, that's a fail. Failing on a dex save couldn't be me.
Even with the +3 from Toff, dang.
Oh wait, yeah, no shit, I forgot about +3. Yeah, no, it's 18. I maxed out at 16.
Ah, that's right.
unfortunately.
I get to save my dice. Thank you. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Glam, thank
that's what I
you.
was trying to tell you. Yeah. You're good at 15. 15 is what you need to roll.
All right. Here's the damage coming in. 26 bludgeoning damage. And since this thing is fresh out the kitchen, it's going to be additional 46 of fire on it. 13 points if you saved. How did I only roll a 6 on 46? How?
You rolled 3 ones, that's why.
Oh my god. 3, let's go, baby. Let's go. So 3 points of fire damage, 13 points of bludgeoning if you saved. So 16 total. Remember who's got resistances. If you got a fire resistance, you only took 2 points of fire.
I'm gonna use my reaction to uncanny dodge and half. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, even if I fail, I'll take half from that. So I'm yeah. Okay, there we go. Evasion. I've remembered how that works. Cool.
Gross.
Yeah, roguish bullshit. I'm also gonna. I think I'll use my reaction to uncanny dodge on that, so I can halve it again. So I'll take a quarter of that.
All right.
So that'll be 8.
Let's go ahead and clear this combat. Yes, please. These are all in. All right, you're ready to roll.
You know, maybe if we were a party fully of undead, no one would ever try to eat us.
If it was just only Thomas's.
Only.
I am not in the initiative order.
I
am also not.
I don't see the initiative carousel at all. I think I might need to refresh.
You're gonna need to refresh. There was bad things happening there.
I just had to pop it up manually from the right side.
Yes.
Got a relentless, Jacob?
Yes, I'm gonna use it.
Wait, no.
All right, I'll reset yours. Good to go.
A little bit better.
Yes, where I want to be.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on my thing. I don't know if there's a way you can roll for me, RoBear, but
I
it's
sure can.
doing the. Oh wait, oh there we go. Yeah, whoever gets to it first. There we are. All right, thank you. Should I roll for the chokers as well?
Chokers, I already got in. Wow, that's weird. You just all of a sudden I rolled for you and now you're out of the order. Oh no, there you are. There you are. Wow, Giants rolled super low, dude. 5, 5, 4. Oh my fucking.
Yeah.
Biddy, do you have a relentless that you want to use? Or no, you're at 7. You're at 7. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm still ahead then.
Let's go. Let's go. I didn't see it first. Okay, you need to be at 7.1 then.
I'm gonna refresh that again because none of the Giants' initiative rolls showed up at all. So I'm gonna be a wee bit behind, but it's okay.
They rolled bad.
They are all at the bottom. Hey, big slow boys, that's the way it should be. Except for one. There's one that's up there.
Slow boys, and fast boys, and big boys, and mean boys.
All right, Nelson, top of the order, dude.
Nelson is going to kind of like step in front of Zanryn just because he wants to get within range. Having, after having learned some new skills since since the combat in last session, he is going to. You're going to see his eyes go inky black as he casts Eye Bite on this first giant right here in the
Let's
hallway.
go.
Which means it's going to need to do a Wisdom 19s. Wisdom 19, baby.
Wisdom 19. All right, saving throw coming in.
Oh, what?
Oh. We don't have a bard. We don't have cutting words, do we? Ah!
No. I mean, no, I can't do any of my psychic stuff as a reaction. That's the only way I could even think of doing it. And even if I did, I'd already used uncanny dodge to burn that, so there's no way.
Nelson, obviously unpracticed at the spell just as of yet. His eyes kind of solidify back as the spell fizzles.
It's an all or nothing?
Yeah. They save, that's it. It's because could I give him status effects?
Yeah. Shit. All right, you can pop off the cantrip.
Oh yeah. And as that fails, I'm going to do something Oh, I can't do that. That's out of range. Never mind. Okay, we'll hit it with a. We're just gonna try and hit him with a ray of frost. Oof. 21 hits.
21 hits.
Boom. So he is slowed. And takes 10 cold. And is my staff still lightning-y? That's faded by now, probably, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
10 points of cold damage.
And I think that is all. I will end my turn.
Okay, and they have 10 feet less movement, correct?
Yes. Are they able to fit in down this hallway towards us?
Yes, they just fit.
But single file.
Right.
Yeah, gotta be single file.
Yeah.
Oh,
cool. That's
okay.
why I was trying to gum it up. Damn it.
All right.
It's like the fucking gates of Thermopylae. Or Thermopylae, rather. Fucking 300 Spartans.
He's gonna chuck a rock. Another molten boulder down this hallway. This will be a 10-foot square. I'm going to do heads or tails. Heads is going to be the northern part. Tails will be the south of this opening. All right. Heads. This is going to go by Nelson, Toff, Zanryn, and Biddy's Echo.
Okay.
Oof. 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick, does anyone have AC that is 4 under that? Within that square?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shit, hang on. Do I have my... Shit, I don't think I have my reaction here, do I? Because I said it previously, because I used it on the surprise round.
No, everybody's got their action right now.
Oh, okay, right. In that case, I'm going to use my reaction, and those psychic wings are going to appear in front of Toff, and momentarily manifest, and they're going to kind of like shield Toff from the debris and the rubble and the fire that's coming that way, as I add 4 to Toff's AC.
Yes.
Okay,
Zanryn,
blocking the attack.
Rosen.
What about Biddy Echo? Oh, I forgot. Sam's not with us in the moment.
It's only one person.
No, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, so your AC is a 19. I can reaction send my shield, but the attack is 22. No, I don't think I can help. 20 points of bludgeoning damage as your echo will disappear.
God, and that was low. Oh, jeez. Oof.
End of their turn. Still holding up at the main spot. Jacob.
Okay.
Very different for Jacob right now.
And do versus fire giants.
Jacob is. I just need to read this real quick. Okay. And this one here up front is like standing. He's in the hallway, right? Like easy pushed in, or is he still in the main room?
He's at the entrance of that hallway.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. I want to move. What's the range on this?
That makes you feel any
60
better.
feet.
92 starts with a pack of mind flayers, so on the D100 encounter roll.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit, and then I'm going to bonus action assume the shape of my patron, so I'll be kind of flaming on here, starting to hover just a little bit as my body begins to glow and burst into flames. I'm just gonna hover here, and I'm just gonna open his mouth really wide, unnaturally wide, and even with the torn side, as you look at it, it's huge and like stretches that opening already. And from inside of his mouth is just gonna shoot out a stream of molten lava that is just gonna like flow forward, and as it flows forward through the air, it's gonna start cooling down as it lands at the feet of this giant. The air is gonna cool it, and I'm casting flesh to stone, and I'm heightening it so he has disadvantage on the save.
Flesh to stone.
Just to make a con save.
Let's go. Oh god.
This is
Yeah,
horrifying.
Oh,
At disadvantage. Oh, fingers crossed. What's the DC?
22.
Oh, come on, you got this.
I mean, it's up in the air, but I can't do a whole lot. So,
all right.
Put it down to a coin toss, I feel.
Here we go. These are just regular giants, so there's no legendary about this party.
okay.
So remember, things that I normally hold back on legendary creatures, you're able to use. So we're talking about, saves are not going to be advantage. Shit is on the table.
Cool.
All right, disadvantage. Con save coming in. Let's dude, that's a plus 10 on that. Let's go.
So as that lava leaves his mouth and his body's just burning like a furnace, it's gonna cool at his feet. It is restrained and begins to harden. Let's make another con save throw at the end of each of its turns. If it successfully saves against a spell 3 times, the spell ends. If it fails, it's saved 3 times. It is turned to stone and subjected to the petrified condition for the duration. They don't need to be consecutive saves or fails. If they're physically broken, they die.
What is this? Turn me to stone. I will grind your bones when I break these binds.
And that, meanwhile, Jacob's just spewing that lava, and it just is continuing to cool and form up his legs. And that'll be my turn.
Nice.
Dope play. Zanryn, your turn.
Okay.
They don't take any damage, they just start turning?
Yeah, he's just restrained, and
Okay.
then if he takes the 3 fails, he'll. I did heighten it, so I assume that's just on the first save. So 3
Got it.
fails, and he'll be petrified and subjective to being broken.
I think I'm gonna fly 20 feet up and sort of attach myself to the cavern wall over here. Actually, maybe I can't reach with that. No, I don't think I can. I'd only be able to reach the guy in front. Let me double check the range on that. Yeah, that's only 60 feet, so dang. Okay. I'd need to actually just physically move forward.
What everyone wants to do, tank a giant.
Indeed. Alright. Yeah, okay. So I'll fly 15 feet up and move over towards here, just sort of hanging on the side of the cavern wall, and I'm gonna pull out the storm sickle and throw that. I should have manifested my arms, but I can do that as a bonus action, I guess.
Yeah, remember, these things pop out at the beginning of combat. They're like Colossus Turn-On's armor, so you don't have to worry about it affecting your action economy. They are out.
Gotcha. If I throw the storm sickle and all that good stuff, do I not get to use those attacks? I don't know if it's bound up in the Psychic Blade attacks or not.
Now, your first attack, you can throw the storm sickle. Your two astral arms, they can only throw soul knives.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, let's throw a storm sickle. Let's see what happens. It's going to be at this boy here at the back, like up in the top here.
Got it.
16. Does that
16
hit?
does not hit.
Duly noted. Okay, and I'm gonna follow up with some Psychic Blades. Rolling for the same target. It's 26 hit.
26 will hit.
All right, I'm gonna roll that. It's gonna have the sneak attack on it. Actually, sneak attack applies to range things, or does it need to be? Is it range things, or if they're flanking? I don't think sneak attack applies on it. This doesn't.
You have to have a teammate within the range, or you have to have advantage on them.
Indeed. So yeah, that's only going to be the psychic damage there.
Now, to do this, you'll have to use your bonus action to hide, and then you can get it. But you got to burn your bonus action to try to hide.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to do the other 2 straight attacks and just get some raw damage in there. Sneak attack is nice, but I mean, I have extra attacks. I have as many attacks as a freaking fighter at level 21. it's so stupid.
All right.
Oh, I don't know.
As a question, since he's restrained there, is he blocking the hallway, or can they get past him?
They will be able to get past him, but it'll be difficult terrain, so it's gonna knock part of their speed down. Trying to fucking leapfrog him. It's gonna be awkward as fuck for them.
Cool.
Right. So that's 10 psychic damage on the first one. And the second one, we're looking at 13 psychic damage, and then the bonus action, Psychic Blade.
21 will hit.
21, yep, okay. Bonus action's just going to be a wee little 9, so that's a total of...
And this one is just your D4 plus your dagger. So you rolled a 4 plus.
This is 4 plus 5 according to my character sheet on D&D Beyond.
It's just whatever your dagger is. It's a plus what?
Plus 5 because it's Dex, I believe. It says 1d4 plus 5 on my character sheet.
Okay, no, we got this right. It's separated. Perfect. Yeah. So 9.
Yeah.
Got it. Another 9 damage.
Yeah. So yeah, 10, 13, and 9. So that's a total of what? 32, I think. 32 damage.
Yep. You can see the health bars now. I got them on there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end my turn.
Toff.
Quick question. That big flaming boulder that they had rolled down at us, where is it now?
It's broken up, destroyed.
Oh, okay. Dang it. Okay. Never mind then. Let me come up with something else then.
I like where your head was at with that, though. That was exciting.
Right? I was like, let's roll it back.
Becca's always trying to jump on stuff.
Send it
I
back.
was ready to do, like, what is that? The lumberjacking competitions where you, like, roll it down. I was going to hop on there, circus my way down.
And upend it.
Yes.
Goddamn.
I was ready. That's okay, though. I will come up with an alternative plan that will be probably not as epic, but maybe something good still.
It'll be great, just less bouldery.
Yes. Which is I mean, that's kind of a big thing. Okay, so they're all together, right? Kind of bunched up right there in that 3 space.
What do you do?
That's a good question. Okay. Then I would like to use my Crown of Storm spells, Call Lightning.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
like to go big in this space. So,
boys.
Toff, feeling threatened and not wanting to become someone's meal and seeing this prime opportunity that one of them will be a little less capable of moving in this space. You see him thinking hard as if he imagines these clouds in his mind and they manifest in front clearly and hopefully. Let me see. Actually, how far away are they? Do I have to get closer? I do not have to get closer. Summoning the clouds overhead on top of them. This will be a storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius centered on a point that you can see within range directly above you.
Yeah, so
The
it's like
spell-
it affects the whole cavern in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can drop this bad boy on a specific
Yes.
giant.
We're gonna start on the one right up here. Or we're gonna have that one. I don't know, you can't select them for some reason. The very first one.
The one that's restrained, correct.
The one that is restrained, because I figured they're not gonna be as effective on a dex saving throw.
No, they're not. This is gonna be
It's perfect.
conditions. Is restrained auto or is it, I always forget this, or is it just disadvantage? We'll find
I
out.
don't remember. Yeah.
And he's slowed, so I'm gonna give like, this is good. This is gonna be real good.
Okay.
It's just disadvantage, right?
Restrained,
Disadvantage on what mod?
disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna award a -2 penalty on him from Nelson's cold, and I'm gonna give him
Yes.
disadvantage on the dex save.
Combo move.
Combo.
All come together.
That's an 8.
Eat shit.
Well, yeah.
Let's
Needed
go.
a 17. Suck it.
4d10 lightning damage coming in.
There's some pretty ones. 28.
28 total. Let's go.
Boom.
As you can see it jolting through his armor.
Cool.
Action. Completed. You are now concentrating on that spell.
Yes. Yes, I am. Can I climb up to this space here while I'm concentrating just to move up a little bit and have the high ground? Because I hear where there's lava, having the high ground is very effective.
You want to try to hide, hold on to the side of the cave?
Yeah. Whatever this little hop step up there is.
Yeah, that's
I
like a
learned
range.
from my stories, okay? They're not just entertainment, they're lessons for survival.
All right, hella athletics to get up to that top.
All right, let's pull off some hella athletics then.
All right, I'm gonna put this DC. I'm gonna have that because this cavern is long, wide. We're talking about 30 feet here. This is a DC 22 athletics for you.
All right, come on.
27 bunny hops.
Oh, stop it, dude.
Over! I have the high ground!
Get your bunny butt up there.
All right. Toff just climbs up there, just moving his little tush, but still maintaining eye contact. Like he does not break eye contact the entire time. Like he's climbing, trying to find his way up while he watches. Perfect. That is going to be Toff's turn.
Okay. Time to do what I do best. Mass Cure Wounds. For my peeps.
Ooh.
Let's keep up with this DPS, shall we? We're going to do this at our 4th level. No, that's Healing Word. I got to do it at 5th. All right. Here we go. Rolling to see if I can crit. Nope. I certainly
Sure
don't.
can.
23 points of healing for everyone. And then who's left down here? I'm gonna position. I'm gonna hold up next to Nelson right now, and I'm gonna throw my shield up between us. You got a +2 AC. Hold the line, Nelson. Hold the line. Zanryn, it's your creepy crawlers. Joker's turn, dude.
The putties.
Now, just for reference on this, their hands aren't large enough to suffocate the giant, but they can still do damage.
Worth noting. Have they been spotted yet? This is another pertinent question.
No, they haven't. That's nat 20 stealth up there.
Can I have them prepare attacks for when a giant passes past this fella here, for when someone is literally within the range of an opportunity attack?
On the next round, I can't guarantee that. On this round, because of the stealth roll that they made, they have advantage on their first attack. So if an action gets held, there's no guarantee on that.
Gotcha.
So there's a guarantee of it now. They may, if a giant passes over on this, they'll only get that one tentacle.
That one tentacle.
Right now, you can use them where they could do a tentacle or a bite at advantage, and they're in range of that.
Gotcha. And they have 30 feet of movement too, correct?
Yes.
Okay, worth knowing. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, it's this boy first. Yeah, I barely knew you two, but I wasn't great friends of you either. I'm gonna have this boy move up to this position here between the two, sort of like dropping down and scurrying past. And I'm gonna have him use 2 bite attacks against the big boy over here.
Okay, so he can do a tentacle and a bite. Which one do you want though with the advantage?
Oh, definitely the bite.
Got it. Bite with advantage coming in. 22 will hit.
All right.
29 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, that's a bite.
And let's get the tentacle.
19 will hit. Oh, good rolls. Good rolls.
Damn, dude.
You forget how strong these things were when they were giving you the beatdown.
Yeah, I know.
They don't have much health.
These guys.
But
I'm sorry I called them putties.
that giant is fucking pissed. Next choker behind it. What would you like it to do?
I think it's probably a case of if it crawls to sort of like over here on the ceiling, will that trigger an opportunity attack from the giant that's getting petrified here?
No, because it has 20s right now. They're stealth.
Okay, alright, gotcha. Awesome to know. Yeah, I think we need to sort of block this up. So I'm gonna move. If I move him on the ceiling and whatnot, can I jump down and still make the attack and all that good nonsense?
You want this guy on this dude's head?
I was gonna say on the dude behind him. On the
No,
other dude
that'll
behind
work.
him,
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Yep,
Joker going all in on these suckers over here.
yep, and
All right, bite.
Basically the same. Advantage bite. Yep.
Got it. Advantage bite coming in. Come on, come on. Oh, yes, let's go. Let's go. Nat 20 bite. Big damage coming in.
Yeah! Does it have rabies?
Oh, let's fucking go. 58 points on the crit.
Hold
This is
up.
amazing.
Oh damn! I don't have a brute critical, but my god. Oh.
I do. You can have it.
Yeah.
Oh
give
my
it.
god. Yeah. Fuck right. Let her eat. Yeah. Let's throw a brute critical on that too.
Okay, they are rolling.
Nice.
Fucking fight this dude's head off. This is gonna be great.
Yes.
That's an extra +8. So 58, 64 points of damage.
Jeez.
Oh god, it just did all the damage in a row there. Shit. Let's do. It had. Wow. That thing is on death's door.
What?
Here we go. Tentacle
alive?
tentacle attack.
Tentacle attack. Here we go.
Oh no! 16.
Does 16 hit? I presume
16
not.
does not hit. You guys have found the AC is 18.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna end its turn there.
Fuck it. I can see it. I'll send it one of my luckies.
Oh shit.
Reroll. Come on, baby.
Ooh.
Oh, let's go!
Let him fucking eat!
Yes.
Oh, was it enough?
Oh, is it gonna be enough? 21. Let's go! DTD, describe their demise, Zanryn.
Yes.
So that boy is
Yes.
gonna jump down from the ceiling. It's gonna take the most massive bite and take off half this giant's face. And as it's like screaming and squirming, the tentacle comes along and just bitch slaps it back into the lava behind it.
Let's fucking go.
Good old knife hands at the trick.
Hell yeah, dude.
Beautiful.
Done. Out of the order before it could even get there.
That's why we win initiative, baby.
Yes.
All right. Let's fucking go. All right. Biddy, it is your turn. One giant less.
Woo! Ah, I hate being a fighter. I have to move up. And Biddy.
You can just be in front if you want to. That's your choice, though. So you can be in melee distance if you so choose.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is my melee distance. Let me double check. Oh, no, it's not. That's my melee distance. Just a little bit closer. All right. Biddy is gonna. Yeah, she's gonna pull out her long sword. Have a whack at this guy.
Restrained, you have advantage on attack rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. That's better. 29.
29 hits.
All right, so that is 10 damage, but that is also my 5th bracer charge. Which means I get to do what?
By the way, we don't have Love's Embrace on your character sheet yet, but that's a +2.
No.
It's a +2 greatsword, so I'm going to add 1 damage to all your rolls if you're swinging with it.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to click on, so that works. Hang on, let me pull this up because I need to remind myself. All right, yeah. This is... It is 5d8.
Oh no, you already got a +2. Okay, so it's the same. We're on the same. Got it.
Yeah. All right, and this is for the bracers. So that's 27 damage to this guy
Let's
and
go.
to the guy next to him.
Full charge coming in. Does the charge diminish on the guy next to him, or does
Yes.
it? Okay, so there'll be half damage on the guy next to it. All right.
Nope, full.
Is it full?
Yep, it's
Okay,
full.
let's go.
So we'll take 27.
37 points on the first guy. And then 27 points on the one next to him as that bolt jets across.
Okay, now I'm back down to 0. So now we're just gonna go with our next 2 swings. There it is. All right, 23. I'm just gonna roll both of them really quickly. It'll load.
Let's get it.
Please load. All right, 2 23s. And that is 16 for one of those. 15 for another one.
Carving that giant up, Biddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my last Unleash Incarnation for another attack.
Come on.
30.
Oh,
That'll hit.
been dancing on the 19s all night, dude.
15, I know. And then... Can I manifest my echo as my bonus action?
As long as your incarnation doesn't use your bonus action.
Oh, no, because that was a, Actually, I'm gonna go check. Yeah, no, it doesn't say.
Yeah, the rules is
Doesn't
written that
say.
incarnation's just a free action,
Yeah,
free attack.
so that would be my bonus. I'll put her... what's within 30 feet of me? I like set her back here, hanging out with Gumbies.
Got it.
And I'm gonna move, because it's their turn next.
All right. It'll take its attack
What do
of
you have to say?
opportunity at disadvantage on you.
Okay.
It's going to swing that massive greatsword. 23 to hit.
Oh, heck.
God. Oh, that's good.
Okay, that's not bad.
Good low roll.
And she's running away. You just hear, "Ow!"
That kind of stung.
All right. Into Biddy's
That's
turn. First giant. It is immediately going to run over here towards these chokers. It's going to throw this boulder in front of Biddy's Echo and the Choker. Oh, let's go! Not one!
Hell yeah.
As it picks up the boulder, I'm gonna have it fall backwards and hit the ground. It's gonna have one swipe while it lays prone here. And it's gonna take that at your Echo because it's the only thing that's closest. Disadvantage. 14, it's
Does
gonna
not
miss. Let's go!
No! Keep it up, Biddy.
He's gonna do like a Fortnite dance.
No. No.
God,
Oh,
the humiliation.
Like the one where it's got like the loser of other
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Whoa, where's
10.
this guy going?
$60 as it comes running down the side tunnel.
Can we hear that? Or I presume we can't see it because it was around the bend, but can we hear that?
Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. You don't know. Have to roll a perception check on that.
All right, let's do it.
Same. Actually,
Yeah. You hear some heavy footsteps. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This thing will use all of its movement as that dreadnought is going to get in front. Both of its shields out as it begins marching forward.
he just parkoured over his buddy.
I leaped gracefully like a ballerina.
Like a hood slide.
Bo Duke, the fire giant. Nelson, it's your turn.
Oh my god.
I really quickly alert the rest of them to the idea that I heard footsteps coming from our right and that there's going to be a boy.
So
You guys got a dream start, though. You got a dream start.
yeah. So from the ground, can I see the one behind the dreadnought now, or is he blocking like line of sight down this passageway?
He's given that thing full cover with his shields.
Okay, well, that's really lame. Oh.
Aww.
Boo!
Not happy.
God, I can't believe that eye bite failed. Okay. What are we going to heckin' do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to look at the ground beneath this thing, and I'm going to attempt to mold the earth under its feet.
Yeah. From below.
Yes. I think this is stone, correct? So, I think I want it to kind of just become like a magma-ish liquid beneath his feet, like almost like quicksand. Obviously not that deadly, but like to make him lose his footing is the intention.
What are you casting it at?
I'm molding the earth below the big boy.
Yeah. What level is the spell?
Oh, I think I only have it at one. I only have it at. It's a cantrip.
Cantrip. Cantrips just aren't designed for that kind of utility against a giant.
Well, it's against the ground.
It's against the ground. It's just not you're molding earth in the size of handfuls. It's just not going to be able to do accomplish what you want. You'll have to have a stronger spell.
Cube. I can do a 5-foot cube, is what it says.
Yeah, it's just not going to be strong enough for a giant.
Okay. How else can we slow this down? And I can't see the corpse. Okay.
Oh, shoot. I completely disregarded that, yeah.
Let me see. Sorry, y'all. We are going to launch a Ray of Enfeeblement. What level can I do that at?
What's the material of this armor that this creature's wearing?
You don't know unless you've encountered giants before. But
I can't tell if that's metal.
well, you know it's metal.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I meant.
The Ray of Enfeeblement, I can shoot that, yes?
Yes, you can.
Cool. We go to hit.
Let's go. 33.
Boom. Okay, so he is going to be debuffed.
Oh, it's con save.
Oh yeah, it is a con save. Wait, then why did he have a hit roll on it?
Who knows? All right, con save coming in.
Ray of Enfeeblement's a plus. That's a hit.
It's a to hit, and then it has a con save on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a con save, but it's at the end of each of the target's turns.
Oh yeah, that's at the end of the turn. It can make a con save against the spell.
Got it. All right,
Yeah.
Ray of Enfeeblement gonna hit. What's it do?
Oh, it halves its damage with any strength-based weapon attack. Nelson's going to back away a bit as he sees these giant 2 shields lumbering down the hallway. I believe that will be my turn. Oh, I really wanted to make him fall down.
Yeah, I bet you did. All right. End of their turn. Dude who's restrained is going to try to break that. What do they need to do, Jacob?
Has to make a con save.
Con save.
He's got to make 3 successes before he can break it.
Oh my God, that's insane.
3 failures, he's petrified.
All right, here it comes.
You make that at... Oh, man.
Yeah, because he's at 22. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know if it counts the first casting save as one of the fails, or if it's 3 fails
I
after
would.
the casting. So that'd be 2 fails.
Yeah, I would. I mean, shit. Dude, sometimes you're lucky to get to that round.
Yeah.
Further question. Because it was a heightened spell, is it disadvantage on all of those throws, or is it just the first?
Just the first.
Still,
all right.
Still restrained as that lava keeps building up his legs.
He's going to swing at the choker that's next to him. Got to do it at disadvantage. All right. Now I have the right swords on them. $21 will hit. $21 points of slashing, 5 points of fire. It's going to swing with disadvantage again. $20 will hit. Good God, they rolled so low. Let's go. Will he survive?
It's that bad boy. Yeah. No
Oh,
idea.
Mike just took down your chokers. You feel that psychic connection fade. Damn.
That's my boy. Oh no, my boy. Father, help.
Theodore.
They did their damage though.
I love that audio.
Got their money's worth. Ooh.
Jacob, your turn, my dude.
Quick question. Are we going past 10 p.m. tonight?
Oh shit, it's 8:58. Let's
So in
do
the game.
let's do Jacob's turn and then shut her off.
Okay. Well, I will continue to concentrate on blowing magma out of my mouth.
If you guys want, if you want to do
Whoa.
Jacob, Zanryn, Toff, and then cut it, I'm happy with that. If you have that turn in your mind right now and you want to do it,
whatever works for you guys. I could go
She's
longer, but
she's probably gotta go.
okay. So that's what we'll do. We're just gonna do Jacobs and roll.
Okay, we're already past 10, so we can just I'll send a message out. We can go ahead and keep going.
Oh,
Okay, so we're just doing these three turns that we're cut.
Toff will
Okay.
probably end the encounter anyway.
All right, then shooting magma, keep that guy restrained, and then I guess I will just Eldritch Blast the big dude in front of him.
Let's go.
So 3 beams coming out, all towards him.
Oh, the reversal.
Yo, let's go, crits.
So tricky.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
All 3 will hit. Actually, no, I forgot. 18 will not hit. This is the big dude. They got a higher AC, which is 21.
18 does not hit. I'll throw an advantage on, or inspo on it then.
Do it. Do it.
That'll hit.
Execute.
Okay, so there's that damage. Plus, I'm gonna roll the crit last. 13 plus 10, 23. Plus 28, so 41, and then I have the extra D4 on the crit, so that'd be 48 total, and then I get 48 total.
48 total. Force damage. Let's go.
That's it.
The hell of a fucking Eldritch Blast. Boom.
Not
Zanryn.
enough.
Spicy.
okay. I'm gonna jump down, still flying 5 feet in the air, and I'm gonna hover between Brom and Jacob. I'm gonna look towards our big dude who's just rolled into the cavern, and I'm gonna manifest some psychic energy that is gonna illuminate the Iron Stone in the middle of my forehead, as I am going to cast Raltham's Psychic Lance at this guy.
Oh, let's go.
Good one.
Let's go.
So it's going to need to make an intelligence saving throw of 16, or it is going to be incapacitated.
Let's go. Okay.
Ooh.
This is the very first guy. Does it permeate? Does it go through? I can't remember if the lance, if you can get 2 targets or not, or if it's just one.
That's a very good question. Let's see. I think, let's see. No, it looks like it's just the one. It's
Just one.
the one. It doesn't have a
All
face,
right. Big saving throw coming in. Here we go. Intelligence.
Ooh, real quick. That's also. I think that should be a 17 too. Because if it's 8 plus proficiency plus intelligence, it's gone up by 1. It's just not registered on the sheet. So it should be a 17, not a 16. Because the ability score got bumped from 18 to 20.
I don't know why it's rolling your old stuff.
Either way, it's a 17. That's the only thing.
Okay, 17 coming in. No! No! They have a -1. Oh, good fucking
rough,
god.
dude.
All right, so they're going to
happens.
take half
Half
the
that
damage.
So that is
9 points.
9 points of psychic.
Ah, fucking good move, though.
Oh, the dream. It could have been. Okay. Do I also get to throw some psychic blades using the arms as well?
No, that uses your action. Now you just have your bonus action.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a bonus action psychic blade, and we'll see what happens. Actually, let's bonus action storm sickle on that.
Storm Sickle in. 18 does not hit.
I'm gonna use my last psychic. No, wait, I can't do that because it's only on the homing blades. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna lucky that. I'll reroll that. Yeah. Much better. Okay.
That'll hit.
Okay. Let's roll that damage. And nothing is currently flanking that, so
Now,
I have no sneak attack to apply, but that's okay. We get
minus
some damage.
12.
All right, and that is end turn.
Close us out, Toff.
Well, we still have Call Lightning, so this one will need to make a DC saving throw of 17 for Dex.
Here it comes. Disadvantage.
All right, 6 will fail, so we'll roll damage. All right, that will be 22 points of damage.
22 points. Doesn't bring it down.
All right, that'll be his turn.
That's all Toff's doing?
Well, that's the action. I can't do another action. That's it.
Just peeks over and
I can't
drops
cast
it.
2 spells. I'm not magical. Paladins can't do that.
As you drop that lightning, we will pick up in mid-battle next week. Brom, top of the round. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll keep this up next week. Everybody have a great week. We'll see you then.
Thank you.